Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's sit back, relax, and have a great stream. Today we're going to be rating Pokemon. I think we're doing it based on appearance on a scale of 1 to 10. With Sugar, Lizzie, Snowy, Jay. It was actually Jay's idea. We're about to start. I'm about to have to... the reason why we're in a Black Void is because I have to stream Sugar's thing. So let's jump on into that.
There's Vega.
All right. Well,
Ooga.
I still gotta get like you brought up on how did I do it? On my stream.
I just pulled Discord over to my screen that's being recorded.
Yeah, I had a way I was doing it in Discord stream. And then I have to actually let me drag this over. Can I not? Alright, cool. Live. Because I was doing it with Syrup. I just... I have to make it full screen.
I have a spreadsheet. I can't make mine full screen.
Well, when I was capturing it, I had to make it full screen. Why is it not working?
Vega and his technical difficulties.
Yep, poor Vega and my technical difficulties.
It's either Vega or Sugar.
Ah, here it is, here it is, here it is.
And we can't scream for Dash right now. He's in the shower.
Yeah.
His 5 minutes of peace before we're like, Dash!
Help!
That is how
Alright.
it is, man.
I kind of think I have it up and running now.
I see it.
Slightly, it's slightly opaque, but you know that's fine.
Vega looks like Abby is trying to cover up the boobas. Yeah, he does. He's like, shield yourself, woman.
Let's see.
The audacity.
We'll
The
bring it
audacity
down
of your
there.
booba.
Wait,
I love how it looks like because there's a couch. Snowy is like sitting cross-legged on the floor.
are you talking about on your stream? Oh yeah.
Yeah. And like you're sitting on like the armrest. Lizzie is like snuggled up to my side. Jay is on the back of the couch.
Okay.
Well, speaking of, you need to be more on the couch. There you go. I unintentionally made you chubby and perfect for sitting on the back of the couch.
Oh, Jay.
I love how I look.
With
I love my little chubby bunniness.
With my humanoid proportions, you cannot tell if I'm fully clothed or not.
Yeah, we're just going to assume there's just a towel.
Yeah.
You're a towel.
I'm a towel.
Also, someone said grass start first gym Bulbasaur all the way. High jump, you and me, man, you and me. Like like, pardon me. Like we're
That's
supposed
classic.
we're supposed to be judging this based off appearance, right?
Only
So are
appearance.
we judging
Oh,
already?
here I won't lie to you. I'm gonna give grass starters like probably almost like a high number because I'm a grass. I love
That's
grass.
If you love the designs, that's perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
That's how
So are
it
we
is.
starting already? Are we starting already then?
Uh,
Yeah, was already
because
judging.
we're gonna do when Syrup joins, we're gonna pause where we're at, and because she's just gonna miss them all in a line, I'm gonna hop back out to the main list, and then we're
Mhm.
just gonna do a rapid fire with her
Fire
to get her caught up.
Until she catches
Okay.
up.
Alright.
That's the best way to do it.
This is gonna take multiple episodes.
Oh, probably, but hey, that's why I have a spreadsheet. I can remember exactly where we are.
Perfect. All right, so we're starting off with Bulbasaur, right?
Yes.
6.5.
6.5, really?
Yeah, I say 7.
Oh
Let's see.
man, I give my man Bulbasaur at least an 8.
Hey, I got 8 as well.
Perfect.
Bulbasaur. What do I think of Bulbasaur?
I jump's like 7.
mean-
I will go 6.
An average of 7.1.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
we're doing averages too. All
Oh,
right.
I have an automatic average thing for things.
Hell yeah.
Ivysaur.
8.
What?
7.
7.5.
No man. Again, I'd have to go 8. I really like Bulbasaur's design.
Actually, you know what? Give for me an 8.5 because I honestly like Ivysaur's appearance more than I like Venusaur.
You know what?
Same.
Yeah, no, same.
Yeah.
Make mine
Actually,
8.5.
actually,
Yeah.
I changed mine to an 8. I changed mine to an 8.
Mine's be 8. I do
8.
like Ivysaur a lot better.
Yeah.
Alright.
He's more dynamic and less dopey.
8.2.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Venusaur is cute. Now,
Oh, yeah.
we have these down here.
I do have all the forms as well, so we can judge all 3 versions of Venusaur individually.
Oh, I have
Okay.
to actually pay attention to this.
Okay.
So, Mega Venusaur down here. Do you want me to make him bigger?
Yes,
we should do regular Venusaur first, though.
We did do regular
No.
Venusaur.
Yeah.
5. I'm gonna give him a 5.
Okay, I gave
I
it a
say 5
7.
too.
Okay,
I give it a 7.
5.5.
5.5. Okay, that's a 5.9 average.
Wow.
Okay, Mega Evolution down here.
Okay.
It's hard for me to see.
It's hard for me to see on this
It's
screen
basically
share.
the same thing, except for the leaves are higher up, and it has like a pink flower on its forehead.
It actually has like. How do you zoom in on a keyboard?
I don't.
Um,
Beats me.
I was saying, because if you click it, you can press backspace to go back a page.
That's true.
Yeah.
So here it is.
There we go.
Okay, I like this better
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
than the other one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I give that back up to an 8, so that's on par with Bulbasaur and Ivysaur with me.
Yeah, that
I
is an
say
8.
7.5.
I agree with Liz. 7.5.
7.
8, definitely 8.
Alrighty, that's a 7.6.
There we
That's
go.
better. That's better than Bulbasaur's average.
There's no backspace for
There's no backspace.
because I have
no.
it full screened. Hold on.
So I mean the backspace key.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Learning.
Oh.
So this is the Gigantamax
Yep.
version.
I don't think I actually ever saw the Drymax.
Yeah,
That is
same
hilarious.
here.
very
I think that's really cool.
It does look cool.
It's
But
cool.
Derpy,
He's
I
so
love
big.
it.
Yeah,
He
it is a
just
little
has a
bit
big bowl.
yeah, just like he looks stoned. So
Bro.
So I'm behind this. I'm gonna give this probably a 7.5.
Ah
I
man,
say a
this,
5.
this,
Maybe an
5.5.
8. Actually, no, give it an 8.
this is an 8.
6.5.
What? You said 6.5, Snowy?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you say, Lizzie?
5.5.
5.5? Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, better than base Venusaur at least.
I can't get the backspace key. Doesn't make me go back.
It doesn't.
No,
Weird.
but that's okay.
I mean, your tabs aren't incriminating.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
thing
you're
is,
fine.
The thing is that Dash had it to where the it was cropped to where my tabs were supposed to be invisible, but apparently none did that.
Oh.
Whatevs. Okay, on to Charmander. 8. He's adorable.
Yes.
You
know what?
Yeah.
8.5.
9.
8.5.
I
He's
have
adorable.
I give him
Wait.
a 7.5. What?
Hold on, let's see, 7.5. Lizzie said 8.5?
Yeah.
And Snowy said 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's good.
Charmeleon.
Charmeleon. Water.
10.
Honestly, I love that. Was my favorite poker rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charmeleon.
Water.
Aerodactyl.
Ammonite
Slow,
slow.
bro.
Uh,
It's Charmeleon.
I give it another 7.5.
I'm actually going to give it a 7 because I know it's supposed to be cooler, but I always thought the thing on top of its head.
It's a horn.
I know.
I say a 6.5.
Go 8.5.
Tastes like you're doing my boy dirty, sis.
I was gonna say, it's the first one I've given a 10.
Charmeleon
Oh, no.
was Jay's favorite Pokemon when we were little,
For the
so,
longest time, it was my favorite.
so I'm not surprised.
Charmeleon.
Charizard, and then all of its variations.
Charizard has so many variations.
He
He
does.
does.
He was one of the few that had 2 different Mega Evolutions.
Yep.
Um,
10.
Depending on what game you had. Yeah,
I'll give Charizard an 8.
I'm about
I'll
to say
give Char-
first Dragon Ball 8.5.
Charizard will be my first 9.
I say a 8.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
He needs more. More!
More.
Because if I go with that, I think his Mega Evolutions are making us, or will be going to 10 territory. I don't think he matches it. That'd be weird.
Oh,
I love the design. It's very simple compared to modern ones, but I understand why.
Like,
I love the design.
I like that one. I'd give it an 8.5.
This?
Yeah.
I give that one a 9.
Mega X is 10 for me.
Yeah,
I
this is a
love it.
9 for me,
I get-
design-wise. I like that.
Me
9.
too. I give it a
Yeah.
9.
He'll be my 10.
10. Yeah.
He is just.
You sound
I
like you're
love
only
him.
going to give 1 10 out of this whole thing.
Well, no, for Charizard, yes.
Okay, the next one.
9.
9.5.
I think
Eh.
7.5.
I'm about to
I
say,
say-
yeah, 7.5 for me
He's-
because I don't like the. I don't know. It's just not. It's not calling to me.
I say
He's
I
so
say a,
he's so dragon though.
He
Yeah,
is
I
very
think I
dragon.
say
He
a
is very dragon.
7.5.
Alrighty.
And then Gigantamax.
I don't like it.
10.
It makes
I
him look
like-
like a Digimon.
It kind of does.
It
I
really
understand
does.
why people wouldn't like him, but I don't know why. I just love it.
I like it too. That's gonna be a 9.5 for me. I love the gradient. The whole fire wing aesthetic. It does look very Digimon like, but
I will
it's
go.
Yeah.
intimidating. So
6
8 for me.
6.5.
I say a 5.
Alrighty.
and the Squirtle. 8.5. 8.5.
Squirtle, squirt.
I say a
Squirtle,
9.
squirtle.
I say a 9.5.
I give Squirtle an 8.
9.5.
He's a Tweedle.
Weedle.
Turtles are my favorite.
7.
And it's blue.
7.
Hey, that's what I gave it.
And it's Pokemon number 7.
That averaged to an even 8.
War Turtle. I love War Turtle.
Oh yeah,
design.
Warp Turtle
Me
design's really
too.
good.
I'm
6.
gonna set a 9. I love it. The little floofy ears.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
will
give it
match.
another.
I'll
I give it
match.
another 9.5.
Now 8.5.
I'll give it an 8.
I wish you would have kept the red eyes for the Squirtle.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't keep
The-
the red eyes.
The gender
No.
ratio. Oh my word.
Oh, yeah.
We
Oh,
went
yeah.
over this. All starters are predominantly male.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Blastoise.
And 2 extra forms.
I have to go 9.5 just because he carried me through my first gen. He was my boy.
Okay, so 9.5 for Snowy.
I'll give it. I'll give,
8.5,
I'll
I
give it an
say.
8. It was a really
Yeah.
interesting design, and the fact that they gave it water cannons, like, I'll give it an 8
yeah.
because
Me
of that.
too.
I'm about to say, yeah, well,
What was Lizzie's?
8.5.
Okay.
8.5 for me too. Again, not
Oh,
as high as
8.5.
yeah, not as high as War Turtle because I just love the floopiness of War Turtle. But
Mm-hmm.
Blastoise is awesome.
So on par with Squirtle for you.
Yes.
Ooh.
I love
Bigger,
his
interesting.
I love his mega form.
Yeah,
I-
the
It's
Mega
cool,
Form.
but I don't know why. I like it a little bit less than base form design wise, but I do think it looks cool.
I'll
I
go
think
say
they're
a
about the
9.
same.
So I will give it a 7.7.
8.5. It's
I'll
the
give it a
same
I'll give it a
for me.
9.
I'll give it an 8 again.
Same for me as the other.
What was that, Lizzie and Snowy?
9.
Mine was not 9 as well.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Oh my
I love
lord.
this.
Oh
There's
yeah.
a fortress on his
Oh,
back.
that
I'll go
is-
10.
9.
That is
10.
definitely a
I
nine.
give it a 10.
That is a 9 right
did.
there.
I
That
love
is a 10
Battleship
right there.
Blastoise.
Okay, I didn't hear Snowy and Sugar.
10.
These are 10.
Both 10.
Whoa,
I love.
my goodness, a 9.6 average.
I was about to say this is the highest average one.
Yeah, that might be the highest averaging Pokemon in general.
I like how
Battleship,
we all went from like, whoa.
Butterfree.
Battleship Blastoise is amazing.
Oh,
Caterpie.
I give it a I give it an I give it a 7.
5.
6.
5. It's cute, but I'm like, it's.
You don't like?
bugs.
I like
yeah,
bugs.
me too. Like, it's cute.
It
I love
depends
bugs.
on bugs. I mean, it's still cute. It's better than Weeble.
Oh yeah.
Beetle.
Weedle.
Yes.
Weedle.
Weedle.
So you said 5, Sugar?
That's it. 5.5.
5.5. And what did Snowy say?
6.
6? Okay. I gave it the highest rate.
Nice.
Metapod.
Metapod 2.
Adorable, but kind of.
4.
3.
Uh,
4.
I'll give it a 5. It's average.
Yeah.
So
I'll
4
I'll
for
give it a
Snowy.
He gets bonus points because of that fucking battle where we're just two Metapause using Harden against.
That was funny.
That
I
gives
used to
bonus
pick it to use
points.
as club.
I would say that doesn't have anything to do with its appearance, but yes, that was a funny
5.
thing.
That was a 5 for me too.
Okay, 5. I didn't hear Lizzie or
Ooh.
Sugars.
But I said a 3.
Mine was 2.
Oh, yours was 2? Okay.
Yeah, I was 2.
I said 3.
Okay, yes.
Butterfree.
Butterfree.
9. I love Butterfree.
I give it an 8.
You know what? I give it a
Okay,
9.
It's okay,
7.
Dad.
The thing is, the shiny one in particular,
Yeah.
pink Butterfree. Oh my gosh,
It's
I have a
adorable.
plushie. I have a plushie of
Pink Butterfree?
7.
Okay, so 7 for Snowy.
The pink Butterfree is what they used for the female Butterfree
Oh.
in the anime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Vega and Lizzie?
Oh, my bad. I thought you heard me. I gave
I
it. I
said
gave it a
nine.
7.
Okay, so 9 and 7. Okay.
Do you have
Yeah,
that?
When everyone's talking, it's hard for me to hear things.
No, that's fine. That's
Sorry.
understandable.
Okay, so we have another G-Max thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was about to say this one actually looks really cool.
Yeah,
I give it a 10.
9.1.
10.
Yeah, this is definitely a 9 for me.
8.5.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's
So
so
beautiful.
fat.
It's always
It's so pretty.
Well, what did you say, Vega? I'm sorry. I was typing.
9. I
Uh,
think.
yeah, 9.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably be asking you all these things a lot because
Yeah.
Oh,
No
you're
problem.
fine. You're fine.
Weedle. 3.
7.
2.
I actually like him a little more, Caterpie. I just like his moxie.
Actually,
I like
6.
his moxie.
I give him a 6.
Yeah.
I say a 2.
Put the butter in butter.
Oh, you say 2 now?
Right? Yeah.
Lizzie changed this to a 2?
No, it's a 2. It's been a 2.
You said 3 the first time.
You did.
I said 3 for Caterpie, but I say 2 for Weedle.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I heard the 3 only.
So I want to point something out.
So,
Weedle is technically a hairy bug Pokemon, but there's not a single hair on its body.
it's
Wait, it's a
supposed to
hairy?
be. It's supposed to be short hair, but yes,
Okay.
it's supposed to be fuzzy.
Okay.
That's why you
It
can't
was,
see its
it
mouth.
was.
So, Snowy and Sugar, I didn't hear numbers.
Mine was a 6.
Okay, thank
What
you.
did I put for Caterpie?
Hold on, let me go up to Caterpie. Caterpie,
Okay.
you gave a 5.5.
Okay, yeah, this was a 3. It was a 3 for me.
Okay,
Now, as far as cocoon style Pokemon,
I really
I love Kakuna.
Kakuna. Yeah,
Kakuna does
Kakuna.
look cool.
Kakuna
Yeah.
is going to be an 8 for me just because
That's a 7. That's a 7 for me.
I
I
love
love
I
Yeah,
say a 7
same.
too.
Yeah, I give it a 7.
a 7. Okay, what would you say, Snowy?
7.
Wow, we all gave it a 7. Perfect
Yeah.
7. Wow, that's incredible. We all like,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie, Beedrill
Beedrill.
was one of the
10.
most intimidating Pokemon.
Oh, yeah,
in the first
absolutely.
Oh
gen.
yeah, no, because like you go against everything in the anime. It was like, oh fine, but a Storm Beedrill, run away, not even fight him, just leave.
Meanwhile, its
say-
stats were so low.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Beedrill though, I love me a Beedrill. I'm going.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
I'll give it an 8.5.
8.5, 8.5. Snowy and
I
Lizzie?
say
It was an 8.
Okay.
8. Yeah, an 8.
Okay, not bad.
Mega
Mega
Beedrill though.
Ooh.
Oh
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah.
That looks like a Final Fantasy creature.
9.5
does.
for me,
Is
man. That I love me
That's
some
a
Mega
9.
Beedrill. He is
I say,
all
I say
neat.
a
9.2.
9. I
He's
say a
all
9.
needle.
Yeah,
He's all
I,
You said-
needle in his,
You said
in his arm.
9.5, Sarah?
Sorry,
I
I'll let
I
you
just
know.
said 9.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, sorry. I heard so many numbers all at once. I didn't hear
Maybe
Vega
we
and
should just
Snowy.
go down the line.
Vega didn't say one. Vega's giving
Okay.
it a 9.
Okay.
Mine was 9.5.
Yeah, maybe we should go down. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I would
Yeah, we
I'm
should
like,
go.
oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do that,
it's fine.
Jason. You'll have to call roll. Be like, okay, this one, this one, this one, this one.
Okay. That's easy enough to do. Oh.
Pidgey.
Gee.
Pidgey.
Okay. Lizzie? Oh, hold on. Wait, what did I do? Oh, I see what I did. Hold on. Let me...
Ah,
Ah, shoot. Hold on. I made a mistake. I forgot to add in this.
Beedrill's Mega form.
Remind me. Yes.
There we are.
Yeah, you see what a mistake I made. But that's fine. It's remediable.
That is good.
I say a 5.
A 5? Okay. Snowy?
For Pidgey, that's going to be. Yeah, 5 is good.
Okay.
Sugar.
Sugar?
Middle of the road, burb.
Every scream their number at the same time. It's more efficient.
I. Mm,
Nah.
It's not efficient for Jay.
Sugar?
5. Pure neutral.
Vega?
Yeah, pure neutral too.
Yeah, I give it a 6.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was gonna give it a 5, so.
Baseline is Pidgey. That's what I was expecting.
Baseline
Pidgey
is
is just a
Uh,
bird.
the Mendoza line is Pidgey. That's a
Hey,
baseball term.
Pidgeotto.
Alrighty, Pidgeotto. Lizzie.
6.
Okay, Snowy.
7.
Cool. Sugar.
6.
Vega.
I give it a 7.
Alrighty. I'll give it a 5.5. I think it looks cooler than Pidgey.
Yeah.
Pidgeot.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
It has it has an extra form. I need
Yes,
to add
it does.
this category.
And-
Good one, huh?
Okay. So, Lizzie.
6.5.
6.5. Snowy.
7.5. Just I think he's a little cooler than Pidgeotto, but not by much.
Yeah. Sugar.
Yeah. 6.4.
6.4.
Not
Vega?
quite. Half of
I-
the
Not
family.
quite the
I
5.
do enjoy that Pidgeotto is large enough to ride.
We didn't get
Ooh.
Vegas.
7.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Keep it there.
You're like,
7.
I went. Time to go.
I wanted to see this. I was like,
7.
what? I see pink.
But
My
yeah,
gosh, it looks like an anime protagonist. It looks like it's from Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, as the main character.
does.
it
not
really
as-
does.
What was Vegas for Pidgeot, by the way?
7.
7. Okay. Okay. Back with Lizzie.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get. I'm not getting good look at it. Let me see.
It really does look like a protagonist.
It's really pretty, so I'd say
Good duel.
7.5.
Alrighty. Snowy.
I'm going to go an 8, just because I like the detail to the feathers.
Alrighty.
They're really pronounced.
Indeed. Sugar.
7.5.
Vega.
I'll match Snowy's 8.
Alrighty. You know
I
what?
like how me and Sugar had the same goddamn answer
7.7.
for the
7.7.
All
Pidgeys.
that's for all the Pidgeys.
Oh. Got that.
Oh, this is easy.
Oh, like, are we gonna do Aloha forms too? Because that's the.
I'm sorry, but it's a rat. I'm sorry. I had to give it a 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to say, I think he's cute.
Snowy.
He's noise first.
Oh, I'm not going to do the joke, so I'm going to go truthful answer. I'll go about 7.
Alriady.
What was gonna be your joke answer?
I was going to put him as 10 because he's in the top 10 percentile of all Reddit.
Joey's fucking Rattata.
I feel so bad for that Rattata.
Honest-
Top 10 percentile.
I honestly, fun fact, I used to call it Ratatata.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Ratatata.
Ratatata and Ratatat is the things that people tend to call it.
Sugar is next, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I always thought Rattata was really freaking cute.
Yeah.
I'll
Rattata.
I'll give it a. I'll give it a 7.
Alrighty. And I give it an 8.
Nice. The Aloha
Okay.
region.
He has a mustache.
He does have a mustache.
It has a mustache.
Mustache.
Just call me Ribby.
Mustache. Mustache.
It's Rabby.
Mustache. Mustache.
Exactly.
Mustache. Da, 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 da.
Someone knows the reference I
He
make.
goes la-da-ta-ta.
Oh, Alolan Rattata is definitely going to be an 8 for me.
Lizzie?
I say a 7.
Oh, I thought you went already. My bad.
If she did, I did not hear.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, Sarah.
7.
Gonna be a 6 for me, dog.
6. Alrighty.
A
I
6
give it
for
a 9.
me.
I love how they both have their little like front arms going out like,
Yeah.
I want it.
I want it. I want it.
Eradicate!
Eradicate.
That hurt a bit.
This is where it hurts.
Oh my
You know,
word.
I've seen
Okay,
people
okay.
draw in the style of regular Pokemon, and if it closes its mouth a little bit, it actually looks really cute. It's just, you never see it that way in most art.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
I say a 3.
One big Timmy Turner tooth. Eradicate. Yeah, so keep going with the 6.
6, okay. Sugar.
2.
2.
2. I don't like that.
I had a
okay?
feeling. I will say that I didn't used to like its design. I like it more now. Not as much as regular Rattata, but yeah.
I'd give it a 6. Like, regular Rattata is a little bit cuter in my opinion.
1. I jumps like 1.
6.8.
I'm being generous.
It's just a little. It's a rat. It's cool.
Yeah.
This is where my 1 happens.
Yeah, that's what.
It's a gerbil. What is you talking about? It's a gerbil.
1 for Lizzie.
1. A solid 1.
3.
Alright.
Which I think is
No,
the
no,
lowest I've
Snow is
given.
being generous.
I think so.
Sorry. I can't get the sugar up on the largy.
I mean, 3 is the lowest I've gone so far.
Wait, sugar.
What?
We weren't done.
Oh, we weren't? I'm sorry.
You haven't went. Vega hasn't went. I haven't went.
I said 1.
I
This is
didn't-
my 1.
Okay, Vega.
I actually think it's kind of adorable, so I'm gonna give it an 8.
10.
Yes.
goodness.
Oh wow, a 10.
He's got
I
the
don't
One of my
know.
absolute favorite Pokemon. I
Yeah.
want to squeeze those cheeks.
I know, right?
It looks like
It's
a ball
so
sack
cute.
To me.
It's just so cute. I just want to squeeze it.
I know.
I want one for a pillow.
See that if Valoon was real, that would be my fucking nightmare. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna walk out
Vega,
at night. Fuck.
I think I know an idea for your mouse
That'd
pad.
get me outside. I'd be like,
Yeah.
where's Eradicate? I want one.
Yeah, I'll take that as a mouse pad.
It's his face, his cheeks, the rest of your...
Hero.
Look, it's slightly more interesting Pidgey.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's
I actually like it less than Pidgey.
That's fine. I understand it. It does look like it just went through an air dryer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, it does. I say a 5.
Okay. Pidgey through an air dryer. No way.
6.
Sugar.
4.
Vega.
I like it. It's 6.
Okay. I'm going to give it Pidgey score of 5. It's about
Meow.
the same for me.
Hero. I look like someone strangled my neck.
It's someone turned down the color hue on a Ho-Oh
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically.
and then trimmed its tail. Ho-Oh's just prettier on Vero.
It really
Yeah.
is.
I don't like
The face is
Firo.
better.
Yeah, I don't like Firo.
Understandable. Lizzie.
4.5.
Already. Shinoe.
4.
Okay. Sugar.
2.
Vega.
I actually think he's alright. I'll give him another 6.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a 6 as well, just because he looks like a vulture, and that's cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's cool.
And it'd be nice to have a male vulture Pokemon.
I'm just wondering how he swallows anything with that thin ass crook in his neck.
Well, if it's a vulture, they eat carrion, so they
Yep.
don't need big pieces.
I know, but I'm just like, I'm concerned. Like with a baby, I'd have to reach my hand into its mouth and like scoop out whatever it's choking on.
I'll say that there's lots of birds that have necks like that, though, in real life.
I don't like
Look at a
those either.
flamingo!
But at least it's not like it's bent. That's the thing. Like a flamingo, it's all like one smooth tube. It's fucking it looks someone took a bat and just cracked it on the back.
It really does. Admittedly, it really does.
I'm concerned.
All right,
It's Snake.
it's Snake.
Seconds.
Snack backwards.
Yep.
Let's say a 5.
Really?
5 from Lizzie.
6.
6. Okay.
Sugar.
Sugar.
8. I think Ekans is adorable.
I do too. Vega.
Again, yeah, I go with an 8. Yeah.
Seconds.
Charbuck.
Charbaka.
You can tell we've all watched the anime.
Yeah.
Like, I'm quoting that fucking line from I think it was the Island Giant Pokemon where they had them all talking. There was just that one bit when they're talking in that like ramen shop and just Ekans going, Ekans, and just goes coughing. Oh no, it was like coughing.
That one doesn't have an
Coffee. I love how depending which version it was, coughing sounded like he was just saying coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee.
I was like, me and him relate. Mood, buddy. Mood.
Okay, this one I say 6.5.
6.5.
I'm gonna go an 8. I really like Arbok's design.
I really do too. Sugar.
9. He's
Cool.
just a big noodle.
He is.
He has a smiley face on his neck.
It does.
Uh,
Vagar.
8.5.
It's
8
spooky.
5. I'll give it 9.1.
9.1. Hey, it's the mascot Pokemon.
There's so many forms.
Look, we're not gonna do cosplay. Well, we might do cosplay. But we're not gonna. Well, you don't have to. It's just gonna heart for Dale. Pikachu and a cap is just Pikachu and a cat. Partner Pikachu is just regular Pikachu. Gigamax Pikachu, though, we have to
Yeah,
raise.
we'll do. Yeah, we'll do.
We'll
So
do-
regular, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do
Heart
the
one-
Gigi.
Heart
I
one's
give
just female.
him-
Yeah,
but
I
they-
mean, they do wear costumes, but it's just costumes, and we're not doing accessories added. 'cause
No.
We'd be
No.
here for centuries just on Pikachu.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I say 7.5.
Alrighty, that's passing.
As much as he's overblown, I still gotta give it an 8. Pikachu's just cute.
Yeah, really understandable.
9 because I love the original old Pikachu that looked like a fucking pillow.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of what the
I
That's
know.
Gigamax.
I'm looking at it right there, and I'm like,
Gigantamax was the return of chubby Pikachu.
Yeah, honestly, I liked him better when he was like that. Granted, it's easier to animate and draw when he's thin Pikachu.
Yeah.
on a diet.
Yeah, I give it an 8.
Alrighty, I'll agree with Lizzie, 7.5.
That's what
Because
happens.
even though I agree that he's overblown, he is still cute. There's no
Yeah.
denying that.
he loses weight once you steal away his ketchup.
Yeah, and here it's Pikachu with ketchup added.
I love when he spawns in the game and he goes, pee.
Yeah.
It was in the newest series. There's when you get accidentally Gigantamax. It's just that. It's just Pikachu going, and then he falls over on his ass 'cause he's not used to being that fat again. So he just goes
9% price Pikachu meme.
but with big one with the clouds around just going because it's all deep. Well, what do you say, Lizzie?
Okay, I say an 8.
Alrighty.
God, I couldn't get that out of my head now.
I go 9.
Awesome.
I just love Tubby Pikachu. It's
I do too.
hilarious.
For me, it's a 10 because Tubbs all the way.
I give it a 9.
Yeah. Oh Lord, he coming is definitely the thing here. 8.9.
Yeah. And Gigantamax
Oh,
Pikachu,
he's coming.
he's back being fat again.
Wait,
and he's also
wait, Sugar, wait.
massive.
Vega didn't give his answer.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Vega was 9.
Oh,
Okay. I will. I'll be
I
back
didn't
in.
hear it.
You're fine.
Raichu. I Raichu a lot.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Raichu, Raichu.
Raichu.
Right.
Ooh, the Alolan
Right.
Raichu.
Yeah,
Oh,
Surfer Pro, right? Raichu.
I forgot Alolan Raichu is half psychic. That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. For Raichu, I give him 8.5.
8.5.
Raichu's a
No.
9 for me.
9? Okay.
I love Raichu so much. I love his
Yeah.
voice too. Right. Right.
I'm probably gonna have to go for him. Probably an 8. He's not as. I loved original Pikachu so much.
It's fair.
It's hard. I'm not
Raichu-
saying it's not cool. I do
Yeah.
love Raichu.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in my heart, he's not as high as regular Pikachu.
Give it an 8.5.
I think, yeah. I understand
And-
why they did. Oh, go ahead.
I'll do 8.5 as well for Raichu.
I keep center clicking. This thing, though.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
It's adorable.
It is adorable. So I
It
give
looks
it
like a plushie.
It looks like an
I-
inflatable.
Yeah.
I give this Raichu a solid 10 because it's so adorable.
It's so cute.
It is
Yeah,
so cute.
How does it move its
pre-
arms?
It waddles.
Go on, Snow.
I actually gonna have to give it a 8. I like the original one just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just because he's
Sugar?
tubby.
9.5. Not quite up there with the like Gigantamax Pikachu, but he's damn cute.
Give it an 8.5. I like them both evenly.
Alrighty.
Oh, sorry,
7.
Jay.
It's fine.
I love his
Yeah.
eye gradient too. It looks
Yeah.
like
I
a
know.
sunrise.
Yeah. I think it's nifty, but of all the Pikachus we've been through its evolution so far, I probably like it the least. But it's still cute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see what Alolan Raichu is like. One of my
Sandshrew!
Oh, have you
That's
not
right.
have you not seen the Ice Sand Shrews? Oh yeah, they're great.
I just forgot until
I-
I was
I have a deck centered around Alolan Sandshrew and Ninetales.
oh, the Ninetales.
The
pretty.
Ninetales alone is so. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry for getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. Sandshrew.
Okay, because it's adorable. I say a 9.5.
9.5.
I'm gonna go give it a 7 for me. Though.
Okay.
8.
8.5.
I'll give it a 9. It is so cute.
Okay.
It's so
on
cute.
to-
Little
Hello.
armadillo.
Technically it's a mouse.
Yeah,
It's
It's
but
a mouse? I thought it was an armadillo.
Nope,
An
it's-
armadillo tap.
based on an armadillo, but it's technically a mouse.
Yep.
In Pokemon.
Oh.
But the Pokedex entries are iffy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Iffy.
But the Alolan form.
For
Another
Lizzie.
9.5.
9.5.
I'm gonna give it a 8.
8.
9.
Vigar.
8.5.
Igloo Shrew.
Iglisher. Iglisher.
9.1.
Iglisher. Iglisher.
Iglishu.
Wait till Sugar sees the
I know. Look at the one again. One of the badasses of.
And
looking
Shrew
live.
is a really cool one.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'd say 9.
9.
Same.
9.
Whoa.
9.
Mm. I don't know if I like it quite as much as Sandshrew,
That's
but
fine.
it's so cool looking also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it loses cool, it loses cute, but adds cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm undecided, I'll go with the average of 9.
It's 9!
9!
9.
Hey,
It's a
middle click
9.
again! Stop it!
Well, middle click is okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I love this.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks different.
It's different, but I
It's
like
very, no, like
it.
it looks very different from like
Yeah.
how it looks like in the game.
You know, I've never
Ooh.
actually managed to catch the Alolan Sandslash or Sandshrew.
I did. I caught it like right when I went into like the snowy region of the Alolan part of the island, and it was like one of the first Pokemons I encountered, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm catching you.
I wonder if it was a version exclusive.
Okay. I'd
I
Probably.
think
say
so, actually.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay, that would be why. You must have got Moon because I had Sun.
yeah, I have Moon.
Yep.
I'd say a 9.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to give it an 8. I like the other one better, just a little bit.
Alrighty.
9.7.
Ooh.
Almost perfect, but not quite.
I give it a 10.
A perfect from Vega.
It just the only thing that kind of gets me off is that the first spike on him looks like it's a weird cone head helmet.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
That is
understandable.
true.
That's where the deduction came for me, too. I was like, they could have done better.
Understandable.
Oh, we're going to Nidorina. Nidoran.
Nidoran! Female!
Nidoran
Only female. Gee, I wonder why with the giant female symbol in front of its name.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
Well, remember in the first gen they didn't have genders.
Yeah, yeah, I
Oh, yeah,
understand.
that's true.
That's why it has its thing in the name.
I understand, but I love this. Like, it's 100% female. Really?
You don't
You
say.
don't say.
I love that you don't say meme.
I give it a 6.
6.
5 for me.
Alrighty.
Nothing
6.5.
special, but nothing like terrible.
6.5.
I think it's cute with its little
Okay.
Timmy Turner twos.
It does.
I give it a 7.
I'm agree with you, Sugar. 6.5. Cute, but
Be better. I do like me some Nidorina.
Nidorina.
She's
Yeah.
so sassy.
I was gonna say in
Yeah,
some of the games she has like that sassy like, oh you stop pose.
Yeah, the Game Grumps thing. That's why I got her.
Yeah.
She looks. It's really sassy.
Yeah, in Fire Red Leaf Green that they played. Yeah, my
Yeah.
gosh. You just stop.
Just stop. Anyway, Lizzie.
6.5.
I'm actually gonna give her an 8.
Ooh.
I like Nidorina.
7 for me. Like more than Nidoran, but again the sassy bit. I love the sassy bit.
Yeah. Vega.
I give it a 7.
Already. I'll drop it. I like it a little bit less than regular Nidoran, so I'll give it a 6. Still good, just I don't know.
Nidoran,
Nidoran.
the queen.
Nidorina.
Yes.
The queen.
Yes.
Just no, it's better with the pose. Yeah.
Yes.
Knitting Yasmin.
Yes, queen.
I say 7.5.
Already.
I'm gonna give her a 9 because I really like the Needle Queen, the line.
Yes,
Needle
queen.
Queen and King.
Yes, queen. Yeah,
I really like that line. It just
Yeah.
something about it.
9.5.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
I always loved Nidoqueen.
She's fun. She's just
Yeah. Vega.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it a 8.4.
8.4.
Nidoran.
Nidoran.
Yeah. Now I thought he was adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like this one a lot more than
Yes.
the other one.
He's so cute.
He's so cute and he has a lot more going on.
Hey,
They're,
you're still grumpy.
they're both poison pinned, but he looks more poison pinned than the other one.
His
Yeah.
ears,
Yep.
his ears
Yeah.
are bigger. He has a nice little horn.
The Dumbo ears get
Yeah.
The Dumbo ears.
I like the big ears.
I'd say an 8.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna give him a 7.
Sugar.
Yeah, 7 sounds good.
Give him an 8.
And 7.5, which is the average of everyone else so far. Actually, 7.7. I'll raise it a little. Because I really do like the design.
Nidorino! I actually like him less than the original.
Yeah.
So,
He changes a bit.
He looks cool sometimes, depending who's wrong, but official artwork,
Yeah.
especially nowadays, he looks kind
Yeah.
of generic.
Yeah, very
Mhm.
true.
I'd say a 7.
Alrighty.
6.5 for me.
4.
Wow.
We're gonna
It
keep
just
it
doesn't. It just
Big
doesn't
drop.
call to me. Yeah, it just doesn't
That's
call
fine.
to me.
7.
I feel like I'm
And
very opinionated.
oh, that's fine. That's what this entire thing is. I gave a 7 also.
Big boy.
The king.
I really
The
like
king.
Nidoking's design.
Yeah.
It's still got that poison, like with Nidoqueen, it was more smooth than anything like that. It didn't really have the spines. He still has the spines.
I could see her almost as a fighting type. She looks more like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is he?
Excuse me.
Lizzie.
6.6.
6.6.
I really like his design, and for other reasons, I'm gonna give him a 10. And I will not go any further than that.
You're fine.
9.5.
I said, like, I do like his design a lot, and there's other reasons.
I'll give him a 9.
Yeah, I think I'll give a 9 as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's also something that popped in my head while we look at them. A lot of people, for some reason, because I see it with the first forms, but a lot of people, when they're talking about the Pokemon, refer to them as bunny Pokemon. And while their first forms look bunny-like, I don't see that with their later forms at all.
No, not at
No,
all.
And everyone's-
at all.
And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Nidoqueen and Nidoking, they're definitely bunnies." I'm like,
no.
"What about them? Looks like a bunny."
I thought
Yeah,
they were
I
more
think-
like
I think
rhinos mixed with elephants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's
can
what
see
I'm supposed
that.
to go with.
But yes, it's like so many people call them that, and it's always confused me to no end.
Fairy,
Caflairy,
Fairy.
Cafairy, Cafairy, Cafairy.
Hippie.
Freaking metronome.
It's so interesting to see what the Japanese
Fairy.
the names for it.
Yeah.
Hippie.
I say it. I say a 7.
Alrighty.
Honestly, I'm gonna give her a 4.
Really?
Not
I'm not a big fan.
Understandable. She is basically just a star. She's pointy Kirby
Eh,
with a single tooth.
Not a Timmy Turner too. The point.
Nope.
No, it's still
Just
pointy.
just one little thing.
6.
I'm gonna have to give it at least a 7.5.
Okay. I'm gonna also give it a 6 because I mean it's cute, but like in the generic kind of way.
Yeah.
It's very generic.
Very generic. Oh.
But
What
you're
am I-
Fable.
Fable.
Go Fable.
Hello, non-Gengar Gengar.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, gang on gang. I say 6.7.
6.7.
4.5. I'm just not a fan of this line.
That's fine.
6. Same as Clefairy.
it's very but big.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just a bigger Clefairy.
Again,
wings.
Again, a 7.5.
Okay. Technically, Clefairy has wings too, but they're very tiny.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6
Oh. I've never
Yeah,
heard.
they're hard to see. Basically, you have to see them from behind practically to see them.
Oh.
Now I know we're gonna all agree on some stuff with this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Vulpix.
For starters, I have to give this one a high number.
Oh
Me
yeah.
too.
It's essentially a kitsune.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Well, almost. It's almost there. Ninetales is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well-
Young kitsunes have
Yeah,
not
that's
as many
right.
tails.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
It's the powerful ones that have 9.
It's the ones that have lived. Don't you get like a tail every 1,000 years?
No,
Something
every
like that?
100. Every 100.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 1,000.
It's changed in the lore throughout the
Ah.
centuries.
Yeah.
I'll say there's a lot of different things. One is they have to basically do certain things to get it.
Right.
Other, it's how old they are. It's very determinate based on the period.
Yeah.
You're
Fair
looking
enough.
at.
Very true.
I say 9.5.
Respectable.
I will give it an 8.
9.
You could already go ahead and mark the both Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix, Ninetales and Alolan Ninetales as a 10 for me.
Bam, 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 bam.
They're all 10.
They're all
Oh.
10s.
It won't let me do that.
This
Hold on.
fluffy butt.
Well, I didn't get to say mine, but that's cool.
Oh no, say yours, Jay. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I just had to click on it. I'm dying.
I would say you just love to skip me, even even in this.
Skip you. It's just look at this cauliflower button thing.
She's impatient.
Yeah. Well, it's just like during game night, she's always done that. She's been like, "Okay, my turn now." But yeah, I would give Vulpix honestly probably 6.9. Just cute, but I don't know. I don't know. I love Vulpix, but I like this Vulpix way more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Alolan Vulpix is really good. Lizzie.
A 10.
Yeah.
Because it's so cute.
Yeah.
It is. It looks cool and fluffy.
It has a cloud butt.
It
But it's
does.
actually snow. It's snow.
There's no way.
Speaking of
9.
Snow.
Snowy gave the snow a 9.
10. 10. 10.
8.8.
There you go. Alright. On to the next one.
Ninetales.
Tails. Excuse me.
Brilliant. I love it.
Sassy.
She's sassy.
He's pretty sassy.
Another 9.5.
Snow.
I'm
No.
sorry. Yeah, Ninetales is a 10. I cannot say it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sugar.
9.5.
We already know mine.
Yeah, yours is already
I
marked
got
down.
a little bit of trivia for about because I remember about Unite something. The Ninetales Unite is the Alolan version.
Yep.
There's no choice. He's like, what Vulpix? Vulpix? Yeah, nope, it's Alolan. Okay.
9.
Did those sweet ice moves?
No.
Yep.
A 10.
Yeah.
Hands down a 10.
Fabulous hair.
She is so pretty.
So what was
She's
that?
so pretty.
2 10s from y'all?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so you gave it this one a 10 as well, Snowy?
Yep.
Yeah.
10.
That's 4.
10
Oh.
out of 10.
I'm afraid I'm going to bring it down to average.
Oh, poor
Aw.
thing.
I like regular Ninetales more.
Understandable. I don't fault you for it.
It's still a real. This is one of the highest numbered Pokemon that we've got by average,
Yes.
by and large.
Moon Shadow smash and smash. I mean.
I mean, there's no reasons for Ninetales for that too.
Yeah.
But
Lizzie.
Jigglypuff.
A 6.
Okay.
5.
Alrighty.
I'm probably biased because of the original anime, but
It's
5.
pink. No, I thought you were gonna say
No, because of-
because it's pink.
Annoying fucking Jigglypuff with the marker.
Yeah, they got old really fast.
It did.
Yeah, you either found it hilarious or you just were like, enough.
um,
Oh, it's Jigglypuff. You can try and sing a song. Oh, look, they fell asleep. Ah, funny faces.
again, I give it a 5. Like it's average. Like it's
Yeah, it's
wait, sugar.
I'm not. I'm
Okay.
Okay, 6. Because I forget what I gave Clefairy, but I do like it a little more than Clefairy, design-wise.
Moonshine says, yeah, stick a ball gag in the thing. Is nothing uses it as a pillow. Just use the Jigglypuff as a pillow.
Wigglytuff. I love Wigglytuff.
Wigglytuff is cute.
Yeah, there's a lot of like comic and other like side game iterations of Wigglytuff that are awesome.
It looks like a Squishmallow.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Lizzie.
8.4.
8.4.
Already.
7.
9. I want to hug it.
I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7.5.
We'll double slap you to oblivion, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 7.75.
I like it would
Jay
smell like
just,
cotton candy.
Yeah.
it's a Pokemon. It'll smell like an animal.
It'll smell like cotton candy. Look at that little swirl on its head. Or strawberry ice cream.
I'll say I have 2 great memories that, granted, they're not based on the appearance, but just from one from a Mystery Dungeon game and one from a comic that I just loved the Wigglytuffs in.
Oh, yeah.
But the freaking bat line, Zubat, Golbat, all of
So here's the funny thing. Zubat doesn't have eyes, and then the rest of the evolutions do.
Yeah.
I just
It is
love how
strange.
they're all like, ah!
Well, I love the jokes of the Game Grumps because in some of the games, the angle, it makes it look like, as I said, it just went to the store and its favorite ice cream was sold out and it went, like a surprise gas face. I just love picturing them making that like noise constantly whenever they run into something. Just
I feel like it, because of its legs, turning it upside down and using it as a TV antenna.
Alright, Lizzie.
5.
Same. It loses points because I actually really don't like its crying game. It's really piercing.
Yeah. Understandable.
I've never liked it, and you hear it constantly.
Uh,
I suppose that counts as appearance.
Yeah.
5.
Vega.
I'd give it a 5.
9.
Moonshadow says 0.
I love Zubat.
No, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Zubat was alright. Golbat.
This is another one that it looks way different if it actually closes its mouth.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
It looks stupid when its mouth is closed.
Where are its organs?
It's not its mouth.
There's
in its
other
butt.
Pokemon that we have to question whether organs are
Yeah,
born.
absolutely.
Wait, no, but I'm just like, it's all in its back. Every
It's in its
organ
butt.
is in its back.
That's its feet.
It's in his butt.
Moonshadow, nope.
I see that over there. Colorful nope.
Okay, I say this one another 5.
Ooh, higher than I was expecting.
I'm gonna
I'd
give it a 7.
Whoa.
4.
I was hovering over the 1 through 4 buttons.
I'll give it a 6.
Ah, cool.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll give it a 7. I think it looks cool. It's just really derpy looking
Oh yeah.
compared
Yeah.
to the others.
Oddish!
Oh.
I think Odysseus are so cute.
It's a radish, but blue with a face.
The happy little
was
radish.
that was a blue baby.
Yeah.
With its little tubby feet.
I do
To
love
me-
that. I don't know which generation they did it, but they like gave it some like
-4.
color variations on the leaves, so it has more than just one shade of green.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay, I
really
gotta go.
cool.
I'll be back. Bye.
I noticed that.
Bye.
Bye, Lizzie.
Bye, Lizzie.
Oh, you gotta go. Bye.
She said she'll be back, so we can catch her up.
Yeah, but yeah, it's something I noticed relatively recently, like within the last year in Pokemon Shield. I was fighting a Dynamax Oddish, and I was like, its leaves are different colored at the tips.
Yep.
I wonder when they did this.
I don't know. It was probably a while ago if I had to take a hot guess.
Probably, just I never noticed it until recently.
Yep.
Oh
Snowy.
my god, we first then. Oddish, 4.
Fair enough.
8. I love it.
Understandable. I understand both points. It's very generic, but boy, is it cute.
Yep.
I'll give it a 7. It's cute.
I have to give it a 6 because it is generic, but boy, is it cute.
Non-zonokusa. Interesting.
Oh yeah, some of the Japanese names, it's like, can I buy a vowel, please?
Yeah. Kusahana.
Kusa. One of the two
I
Pokemon
did-
based on Rafalsia.
I didn't like the fact that Oddish evolved into a gloom.
Yeah, this entire
This-
like line is weird for me.
This is the odd one out, definitely, with the evolutionary line.
Well, yeah, because, like, Vileplume, so happy. Like, Gloom's just like, I'm just dumb.
Oddish and Vileplume.
Yeah.
Like that.
And, like, but, like, Gloom is like, I'm dumb.
It had an
Yeah.
emo phase, okay? It had the sad teen phase.
It really is.
Not
Yeah,
better.
just move the drool to make it tears and we'll be okay. The
Yeah.
fact that
Agree.
it's drooling.
I don't like how the drool is so opaquely white.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's sap, I think.
yeah, it's supposed to be.
Good slap.
Make no, don't make it yellow. That could
I
be-
will say, there's nothing you can do to make it okay.
No.
no.
This is the best that they could do, I
I
think.
said Multipedia. Sorry, I said 3.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
1.
Apparently,
Whoa.
Moonshadow says this, Gloom looks like it's been smoking a little too much of its own leaves.
Yeah, that too. Here go Vega.
That was fast. I'll give it a 4. Like, it's okay, but it's not great.
I hate it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you, Vega 4. Because I don't hate it, but I really don't like
Yeah,
it.
I don't.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I don't hate too many Pokemon, as you'll have started to realize.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been similar. I think I've given a lot of positives overall.
Vileplume.
I like Vileplume.
Me too.
Yeah. I thought Vileplume had a Gigamax form. I don't see it on here, though.
I don't think it
It's
does.
just a bigger version of itself.
Okay. I must be
'Cause you
confusing it
can
with
Giga-
something else.
You can Gigantamax any Pokemon. It's
Well, there's
just only
Dynamax
some.
and there's Dynamax and Gigamax. Gigamax is a different
Oh.
form. Like the Charizard with the fire wings.
Scroll down
Yeah.
a little bit
Gotcha.
more. Scroll
Yeah.
down a little bit more, just in case.
Oh,
Close.
scroll down a little bit more. I
No.
don't think that there's...
No.
There's not.
No. Okay.
No, I'm just confusing it with something else. It has to be.
All right, Snowy.
Hey, look, its
For
name is actually
Vileplume.
Reversia.
Yeah, because it's based on Rafalsia.
Mhm.
Vileplume. We'll go with a 7. I like it.
9. I love Vileplume.
I'll have to give it an 8. I like it over the entire line.
I'll give it a 7. It's a nice little flower.
This is one of I love.
Paris is
Paris.
Paris is cute.
Paris.
Paris.
In case you hadn't noticed, Moonshadow, we're judging based off appearance, and not like this recent trend where it's smash and bash. We're just basically judging it how we think what it looks like and everything like that.
On a
Yep.
scale of 1 to 10.
For the most part.
Yeah.
All right, Paris. We'll go with 6.
6?
Oh, Jet, that's okay. You have a nice night. Thank you so much for tuning in.
All right. Thanks.
Bye, Jet.
Bye, Jed. Thanks for being here.
8. I love Paris.
Abilities. Damp.
Yeah.
Damn.
I,
Yeah, bro.
I have to give.
Yeah.
I'll give it an 8.
You know what? Yeah, I think I'll give it an 8 too.
It's a mushroom crab.
It really is.
Shroom crab. Nope.
It's one of my favorite crab-like Pokemon.
I know it's supposed to be like a
Yeah, it's supposed to be a bug, I think.
Yeah.
But, I mean, its evolution has claws, so it's very crab-like.
What I don't understand.
Oh yeah.
Go
What?
ahead.
Dash
So
is
we-
just saying that he knows we're not going off of lore, but Paris and Parasect have some creepy ass lore.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And lore that counteracts itself.
Parasect, I don't understand. Where did the eyes go?
Yeah,
Right?
it
That's
makes
a
it
big-
look zombie-like, which is not a good thing.
No.
Well, lore-wise, that's exactly what it is.
Oh yeah. All right, Snowy.
Due to creep factor, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah.
It drops to a 4 for me.
I like the whole.
I normally like the creepy thing, but for me it just looks derpy.
I still kind of like the looks. I'll give it an 8 still.
It kind of does look like something you'd see in The Last of Us.
Yeah,
Like if
that's
you go
does,
to
it
like
does.
you go to the beach and you see crabs that look like that.
But Jay, now you raised my score. Now it's a 6.
Okay.
That's like one of my favorite games. So
I know. I was gonna give it a 4, but I'll give it a 5. Cause the mushroom looks cool. It's just
Yeah.
it's so average to me. So if it looks average, might as well give it an average score.
2 from
Aw,
the channel.
Before your scores came in, it was at 6.6666 repeated.
Wow. My score ruined Sarah's favorite number, endless 6s.
endless 6s.
Venonat.
Bong bang!
I love Venonat.
What's it, Gromtang?
Gong Pang!
Bang!
I say I don't know why, but your thing is very blurry on my screen.
Oh,
That's
weird.
why I actually opened up Bulbapedia for myself to get better pictures.
Oh,
Is
mine
that
looks. Mine's fine.
No, yours is fine.
It's fine, but I mean, like the text I can't really see on
Yeah,
my screen,
That's why
but I don't have it full screen.
because you guys are starting to reading the Japanese
Is that
names. And,
better?
No, it's there's nothing you can do. I don't have it full screen, so I can't make it big enough to be visible.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, whereas I'm running it in full screen.
Yeah.
yeah, same here. So I'm like,
Bong Pang.
I just wanted to read the Japanese names. That was basically it.
But
Yeah, better than that, I'm gonna give it a 7. I just like the little arms.
it is cute.
Arms and big old eyes.
8.
Have to
Looks
gr-
like I use it as a brush from makeup.
Yeah, I have to agree with Sugar. It's an 8.
His little mouth with the two little teeth. Venonat. Venonat.
I loved it.
Yep.
I do love also the I mean, I learned this years ago, but there must have been a mix-up when they were first doing the first gen Pokemon because Venomoth looks like the evolution from Metapod, and Butterfree looks like Venonat's evolution if you look at their faces.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
That was the way it was supposed to go, but they messed up and flipped them.
Yeah, I agree. That definitely makes sense.
Because, yeah, that makes a
More
lot more sense.
fun.
Because look at that head and remember the shape of Metapod, and
Yeah.
that is definitely Metapod shape.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to give a Venomoth. Give that an 8.
More fun!
More fun.
More fun.
For me, it's a 5. It goes down.
I give it an 8.
Power Rangers, more fun.
More fun!
I like Venomoth.
7. Here we go.
Diglett,
Dig,
dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, trio. Oh, there's that whole odd Diglett.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
Oh, what do you see? Oh, hot Dugtrio.
Oh my goodness, Alolan Dugtrio is ridiculous.
I love how
Wait.
it gets tan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like his Japanese name, Digda.
Digna.
Digda.
Diglett.
Digda.
Digna.
As fun as it is, Diglett is going to be a 5.
That's
Nine.
understandable.
9.
It's adorable but basic, so I can understand.
9.
Sugar.
I'm so strange when it comes to the Pokemon. I'm like,
I'll
popping out the ground. 9.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 6.
Reminds me of Waka from.
Venomous
Mario.
is based off
Uh-huh.
the real life moth called Morphomoth. Interesting.
Okay, and I would have given Diglett before
yeah.
it went away a 6.
6. Sorry.
you love skipping me.
The moment Vega talks, I'm like, we're going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I keep assuming, I guess, because you're scorekeeper, you already put down your score.
But he needs to say his score.
That's true.
I sometimes do put mine down ahead of time, but because I have to do everyone else's, I try to set it on whoever's about to talk so that I can make sure to get theirs.
Hello
Snowy.
on Diglett. Still a 5. The hairs don't increase it that much.
8.5.
The hair goes down for you.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh, got a coffin dance going. I give it a 6.
6.5. I made up the points that it lost with Sugar.
Nice.
Wow, they both got a even 6.5 average.
oh, that's
Nice.
funny.
Down.
Oh, my gosh, it does the
Yeah.
freaking hair.
Yes, the Aloha Diglets have a hair.
I hate it.
They're steel type.
The best part about that, the reason why it's still type, that hair's metal.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I love someone drew them doing the He-Man thing because
Oh.
one of the hair looks like He-Man, so they drew them all as like He-Man faced.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's funny. I mostly, when they first came out, they were keeping on telling them they were the Fabio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, when I dig.
All right.
And he digs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, when I dig.
Yeah.
Doug Trio.
Oh, Dugtrio was gonna 6.
9.
It's 6 for me.
Yeah. I will say it's 3 Diglets, so it doesn't
Yeah.
get 3 times the score for me. It's still Diglett. It's just 3 of them. That's a common theme in Gen 1 is we made a Pokemon, now there's 3.
Yeah. The reason why I hate this so much, the reason
Oop.
is
Some of
because
them.
it looks like those women that go to tanning salons with their bags and then
Jessica!
they bleach
Oh my,
their hair.
Jessica! Oh my God!
Like, did you hear?
Here. Shut up, Jessica!
Oh my god! Like, oh my god!
Oh my God! Shut up!
Shut up. Hey, let's go get some shoes.
Shoes.
Jessica, did you
Shoes.
see her shoes?
Oh.
We don't wear
Oh my,
shoes.
oh my God, Jessica, stop!
Moonshadow says. Moonshadow,
Anyway.
Moonshadow says
Anyway.
it looks like 3 Miley Cyruses.
Have you seen her butt? It's like so big.
Big. She looks like she'd be one of those rapper girls' boyfriend. Girl.
All right.
Anyway, Drug Trio. I'm gonna have to give it an 8. I love it.
Fair enough.
The absurdity is enough.
1. I hate this with
Wow.
a passion.
I didn't expect that low, but okay.
I have to give it an 8. Like the hair is just makes me so fabulous.
I love Sugar's polarization with Pokemon. It's either really high or it's rock bottom.
What'd you give it, Jay?
The hair is kind of weird to me, so I'll give it a 5. It's about average.
Fair
a little bit
enough.
less than regular Dugtrio.
I forgot Meowth had these many forms.
Yes,
Yeah.
Meowth has got a lot.
We are here for this. Oh my god!
Yeah, Gigamax
Long
Meow.
cat.
Gigamax Meow is a long cat.
Yeah, long meow.
Anyway, base ass Meowth. Honestly, it's got to be a 8 for me. Oh, just as iconic as ever.
It's Japanese name. Nyarth. I'm sleeping
Welcome to
apparently.
Yarth,
Hello.
home of humans.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
You took a long time to hear the reaction Meowth in the anime because it was always just
Yeah,
Nope from Moonshadow.
9. I love Meowth. 9.
Meowth
Yeah.
is fun.
I have to give...
However, go ahead.
No, my bad. What were you going to say?
No, I'm talking about. I'm going ahead of myself. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll give it an 8.
yeah. I have to give it a 9 as well. I love Meowth.
Yeah, Meowth's great.
Okay.
However, next up is the Galarian
Yes.
Meowth, which I'm gonna have to actually go and give that a 3. I am
Big
not
cat.
I'm not a fan of Galarian Meowth.
I don't like the chin beard, so it's a 5.
Yeah, no, I am not a fan of Galarian.
I give it a 7. I think it's still cute and adorable.
9.5.
It's
Not
just a
bad.
dust bunny.
I
It
actually
really
like it more than
is-
regular Meowth's design.
Yeah, understandable.
Well, it makes it look tubby. That's
Yeah,
why. You
yeah.
have a thing for tubby.
It's also so floofy.
It is so floofy.
And
Alright.
the black coin looks so cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
do
true.
like the black coin.
Alohan
Alolan.
Meowth.
Yep, next up is Alolan.
Sassy cat.
Is very sassy cat, which is why I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to give that
Mega dope.
a 9. Because I actually like it better than base Meowth.
I don't like it better than base, but I do like it. It's a 7.
I'll give it another 8. You know, rocking it.
Let us a little cross pause.
7.
I forgot the Dragonite has a kanji on his payday thing.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna have
This thing.
yeah, I'm gonna have to give him a 10.
Oh, that's a 10
really
for me too.
I really like Gigantamax Meow.
Yeah, I have to give it a 10. It's just fucking great.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, just 10s across the board.
This is the first perfect Pokemon, I think.
No, we had one other one.
No, we had it almost perfect. I ruined it, remember?
It's true,
No,
he
I
did.
thought all the way at the top. One of the. I thought it was like.
Blastoise, I thought was
Mhm.
close.
I thought that was a perfect, like, 7 or something. Hold on.
Ah.
Gigantamax Blastoise.
I'll say, that was a perfect 8.
Ah, okay.
No.
No, I gave it 10.
Mm-hmm. I
No.
gave it 10 too.
Okay, that's right. Gmax was 9.6. It was one of our highest.
Mm.
Hold on, let's see. I scrolled too fast and couldn't keep up with what I was looking at.
That's fine.
This is our first. This is our first 10.
Yep, I agree with that. I
Mhm.
believe he's right.
Sweet.
All right, so Persia.
Persian. Or Persian.
Oh, I don't like that Aloha for.
I
No,
don't either.
No,
I don't think
it's way
If they
too
would have
big.
changed the body to match the head in some way,
Yeah.
so that it matched that Garfield head.
Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
What?
Base Persian.
Yeah.
Base
Beige
Persian is definitely a 8. It's just a nice cat.
9. Same as regular meow.
I'll give it an 8.
Ooh, I like that picture.
6. I always found Persian. It's like it's a pretty kitty with a bindi.
Sorry, give me
So-
1 second here.
Pretty, but
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Well, yeah, no, a Lowen Persian though is definitely going to be a 2 for me.
Oh yeah, that's god awful.
Oh,
the color scheme is nice.
yeah.
But it doesn't match. Its head doesn't match.
What do you
I
get?
really like
Sugar?
this though. I was scrolling through the page and this is the image on the anime, and I actually really like this Persian in a tree.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
I posted it in the voice text chat.
But whoa.
Sugar.
Ooh.
I think we're waiting on the score for the 11.
Oh,
Yeah.
terribly sorry. 2.
I have to give it a 3. Like, I don't like the fat head.
9, honey. I love you.
Yeah.
Hi, honey.
Bye bye.
Everyone says
Co-
thank you too.
I said blue. I
The
don't like
coloration
that.
is the only reason that I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah,
It would have been a 2 otherwise.
yeah, no, exactly the same thing.
The mismatch is just
No comment
No.
from Moonshadow.
No comment.
like, especially with how thin Alolan version Meowth is. Like, it makes no sense.
it really
this
doesn't.
this cute ass thing.
I
Psyduck.
I don't know how I feel about blue Psyduck.
I actually love its shiny coloration, but we're going off only base colors, so
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
Normal Psyduck, honestly, 8.
I got
Oh,
a
no.
shiny Stuffy for my mom because Psyduck's her favorite Pokemon.
Ooh.
10. She always felt so bad for it in the anime, especially when Misty would treat him bad.
Yeah,
She wanted to murder that girl. Like, how dare you? The thing has a chronic headache. Leave it the fuck
Yeah.
alone. It loves
Apparently-
you to pieces.
finally, like Misty showed up apparently in the anime, and apparently she's finally treating her Psyduck properly.
Well, it's a Golduck by this point, right?
No, it's still Psyduck.
She
Oh.
never evolved it.
I thought she did.
I think you need a Water Stone to evolve them. I think.
I give it a 7.
No, I don't think so.
No, okay, I must have been mistaken. 9.9,
Nothing.
just shy of a perfect 10.
It's so cute with its little fat ducky feet.
Yeah,
Its
very
blue form,
true.
I think, would be a 10, but we're going with base. All our base are belong to us.
Gold duck, which
Oh.
is not any bit gold.
No,
No.
I don't understand that either.
Yeah, the first form it's gold, and then that's funny because this is supposed to be the more psychic version.
Yep.
So it's also thought that the names were accidentally flipped when they were making the first cartridges for these two Pokemon. There was a lot of issues with the first gen Pokemon games.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Here's the thing, too. It looks like it has Charizard's body, but they just removed
Yeah.
the wings, made it blue, added some webbed feet and toes,
And
and called it a day.
Well, no, they added extra horns too.
Yeah, they added extra
Yeah.
horns, but
Yeah, and then stuck a beak on. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I can see it.
Golduck, I'm gonna have to give it a honestly an 8. I still like it a lot.
okay.
5.
I'll give it a 7.
It just doesn't call to me the way that
5.
our Psyduck does.
I
The-
feel it's so much more average than Psyduck to me.
Yeah, understandable.
I'm hoping that they add like a alternate form Psyduck or
Golduck.
Golduck in a future game.
This
Ah.
Pokemon is weird as hell.
A monkey.
No, it's a pig. No. A pig monkey.
Yes,
Big monkey.
it is a pig monkey.
I do think it's kind of cute.
Called a
Uh,
minky.
They're annoying as shit.
Oh, yeah, they're
It's-
awful.
I love the cute little pig nose.
Don't mank in there.
Don't make it there.
that's another Game Grumps joke. When they were counting a bunch of mankeys. Don't mank in there. I just cleaned it.
Mankey, 6.
Sugar.
6. Yeah, 6 is about fair.
I'll give it a 6.
I'll give it a 6. It would be a 5 or a 4, but the pig nose is cute.
Yeah.
The pig nose makes it.
It really does.
Primate.
Angry Mankey with cuffs
Yup.
and bigger
Nice.
ears.
Bigger ears than its hands or boxing gloves.
And
Yep.
it and lost its tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm mad about that.
its tail got sucked in, its feet and hands grew bigger, and its ears got a little bit longer. And it just put on some cuffs and got an attitude problem.
No, the
Oh, yeah,
first one had an
they-
attitude problem too.
Yeah, but this one is always angry.
It has the
First one was
it has the
grumpy.
permanent anger mark.
Yeah, that's true.
Still though, I'm gonna have to give it an 8. I actually do like the design of Primate.
Understandable.
5.5.
Give it a 7.
I liked it better with the tail, and not with the Angie vein.
Six
That
point.
can be seen through its fur.
No, just 6. I'm gonna make it have the same as Mankey because they're very similar to me.
Understandable. Growlithe!
Oh,
love it, I love
fuck
it.
puppy!
It's
love its
popcorn
Japanese name.
time.
Its Japanese name is Gardy.
Gardy! Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's it.
Oh,
That's
the-
in the
the Arceus?
Arceus. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
the
Arceus
Arceus
one.
ones. Oh, we're
I-
getting ourselves.
I have
Growlithe,
not seen that.
base Growlithe is definitely a solid 7 for me. It's just a booby.
Yeah,
I don't know.
9! 9! Love him!
Boop the nose. Okay.
Boop, boop, boop.
I'll give it an 8.
8.3.
There we go.
This thing.
The
Oh.
Hisuian one.
How do you
Yeah.
spell history?
Hisui.
Okay, there we go.
Honestly, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Just slightly better. It's neat though.
I can't
7.5, you
decide.
say?
What? Sorry.
I was just reconfirming there's 7.5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't decide if I like it more
You
or
could-
not. Keep it a 9.
Oh, that's a neat looking one.
Keep it a
like
9.
that. Anyway.
Snowy's looking ahead.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
look
no.
ahead. Don't lower it. Don't
What?
ruin it for
What?
us.
What?
I'm
What?
not
What?
saying anything.
I'll give it
Oh,
an
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He was talking, and so I. Sorry.
8. I'll give it an 8.
Alrighty. I like the redder fur color,
Yeah.
but I think I like regular Growlithe more. So regular 8 for me.
Yep. All right.
So
Now
his
I
sweet
can
just
go
must
on.
be-
Now
Yeah.
you can get an Arcanine.
Arcanine, one of my Reggie favorites. I love. Oh my god!
Yeah.
But all right.
10 down for both of me. I
10
got
for both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arcanine Space 1 is gonna be a 10 for me for. Yeah, that'll be it.
I'll give
Big,
it.
big puppy.
It is big puppy. I'll give it. I'll give it a.
Windy.
I'll give it a 9.
Its name is Windy. and-
Windy. Japanese is windy.
Jay.
Oh,
7.8.
Look at this. I would name that. Oh gosh. It was right there on the tip of my tongue. Starts with a G. Final boss, Ganon. I'd name it Ganon.
Yeah.
it does
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
a
It
good
does
Ganon
have
reference.
Ganon.
Wow,
It does.
especially the recent game where it's a friggin' smoke cloud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it a 9 though. It's not. I don't like it as much as base, but it's still pretty good.
Sugar.
I already said 10.
Yep.
Okay.
I like it.
My bad.
I,
I give it a 9.
uh, 8.
It does look like it has like a massive fart cloud though instead of a
Yeah.
But
It's
I
supposed to
still
be
like it.
smoke.
Yeah.
In game, it looks way cooler than that.
Oh, I can imagine.
Ah, Poliwag.
Poliwag.
Noiromo.
Noriomo?
Noiromo.
Noiromo. Especially with the deep voice. Imagine that thing coming up to the river going,
Noiromo.
Noiromo.
It's like, oh, why is that one like that? Oh, it comes from Japan. Oh, okay.
Poliwag. Honestly, I'm gonna give it a 4.
I do find that interesting in the fact that in the anime they say their name, but in the game they actually make like a growl, like an actual animal noise.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, like the digitized screeches.
Yeah.
10.
10. All right, cool.
10 for
I love
sugar?
Poliwag. I love
Okay.
Poliwag. Fucking cute as shit.
I do have to agree it's cute. I'll give it a 9.
A 9?
Yep.
Okay. It is cute. That gives it. That's where all of its points are coming from. 8.
Fair enough.
Because it's so generic, but it is freaking cute.
Poliwhirl.
Poliwhirl.
Noirozo. No, no, so. On 6.
Well, better than Poliwag.
Yeah.
7.
There went points.
I still keep
It's so
it.
cute.
I'll keep an 8.
Um, 6.5. It drops heavily. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Poliwrath.
Neuroban!
I still find it hilarious that its final evolution it's still Tadpole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually do like the Japanese name convention for all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Poliwrath, I'm gonna give it an 8. I actually really like how ready to fight it is.
What
Yeah.
did I give Poliwhirl?
7.
It's the same. 7.
I'll give it an 8.
6. I actually like it a little bit less than Poliwhirl,
The
but
only-
only a little.
the only
Poliwrath broke up, but he chose violence.
the reason why the reason
Yeah.
why it's the same for me is literally because it's the same Pokemon. Just one is angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he woke up and chose violence. And then
Yeah,
like,
very true.
That's actually why I like the other one a little bit more. It looks so much friendlier.
fair enough.
Everything okay?
No, we're dying.
What?
Blech.
I exploded. Is it like all Mega Man?
This one?
I exploded!
Have we really been doing this for an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, we're averaging almost 1 a minute.
Nice. Abra. Mm.
Well, not
Casey.
1.5.
Why is his Japanese name Casey?
I imagine it probably means something, and it's pronounced probably slightly differently in Japanese.
I understand that. I'm just looking
But
at-
yeah, it is funny that it's Casey. Hey, Casey. Now I want to get an Abra named Casey.
Yes.
Wow, they have a
Casey the
75% male ratio. Huh.
Interesting.
Oh, what now?
They have a 75% male ratio.
What'd you say, Sugar?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said something. Sorry.
I said Casey named Casey.
Anyway, I actually really like Abra. 8.
Abra is cute.
9.
He's cute. Looks like he's wearing armor.
I agree with Sugar. It's a 9.
8.
Kadabra.
Younger.
Yeah.
As opposed to older.
Younger.
Look at my spoon that I somehow evolved with.
I
Yeah, I
just
know,
have
right?
spoon.
Spoon.
Kadabra. I'm gonna have to give that one also an 8. 8.5. 8.5. I'm sorry. I do like the big old tail.
I like
does.
the tail and the whiskers. But that's really all it gets from me.
I like the star symbol on its head that you can't see very well in this image.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 6.5.
I'm gonna give.
Oh, I remember that action shot.
I'm gonna give it a 9 again.
Not again.
I love how with each one it looks older.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 7, I think. I like Abra a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had a mega.
It does keep getting older.
Yeah.
His
He
name
becomes an old
is-
man.
it's Fuden.
Fuden.
I can't wait to eat some food and
Fuden.
I need to get some food in me.
Anyway, yeah, Alakazam is definitely a 9 for me. I love Alakazam.
7.2. Better than Kadabra. I still like Abra the best. Than this monstrosity boob beard thing we got down here.
Mega Alakazam.
I think it looks more like a beard when we go full screen, but yeah.
It's yeah. Mega Alakazam.
Again, a 9.
I'm dropping it down to a 6 because I like Kadabra more than Alakazam myself.
Fair.
The hell? Oh,
I am ready for all the ice cream.
I could have
I love
5
that.
scoops.
I love that ice cream because it's like they're fighting against the ice cream Pokemon. It's just the Mega Alakazam with all the spoons, and the Pokemon looking really terrified.
Yeah. If you have all the evolutions of the Vanillite, don't they add up to a total of like 5 heads?
Yeah, I think
Something like
so.
that.
Because if so, then he has a
has 5
spoon for each
for
one.
each of them.
Oh my god.
But no, I'm actually gonna give Mega Alakazam a 10. I love the beard and the spoons.
The spoons are just
spoons.
hilarious.
I do love the spoons, but it's still just a 6 for me.
I want there to be another evolution where it's just a massive spoon so that someone could do the just one scoop meme with Alakazam. You know the can I have a scoop of ice cream? Yes, but just one scoop, and then the guy with the spoon is like as big as he is.
Yeah, the big spoon with the fucking grin on its face.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 9. I really like the
I also
The 7. That's better than regular Alakazam, I think, but
for base Alexander today, he holds his spoons like he's revving a motorcycle.
yeah.
my
Nice.
psychic motorcycle.
Yeah,
Nice.
and his
What?
Oops, go ahead.
I'm gonna take a moment to go use potty. I'll be right back.
Got you.
It's fine. I can go back to what I was going to say. How the pose also looks like he's riding a motorcycle.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's just going on it. It's
It really does. Well, I mean, if Alola Raichu can be surfing on his tail, why can't he be motorcycling on his spoons?
Yeah, very true.
motor spoons.
Motor spoons. Yeah,
Oh,
it's so it's
That's
just
right.
what?
And the Pokedex entry of having it was saying Alakazam has an IQ of 5,000.
Yep. The what's it called? You just see like you got a trainer walking down a road. You got one being passed on a bike, and then there's another one just riding on the back of his Alakazam as they float along on a motorbike. Like, like it's just an invisible motorbike, but you just see them zoom down the road.
Alakazam with a really weird helmet on.
Yeah.
The silver Pokedex entry. Its brain cells multiply continually until it dies.
Ow, that sounds painful.
As a result, it remembers everything.
That that would be counterintuitive because unless if your skull was elastic, eventually your brain would crush itself.
Oh, this Ruby one. Alakazam's brain continuously grows, making its head far too heavy to support with its neck. This Pokemon holds its head up using its Psycho-Neck power instead. Head too heavy. Can't hold with neck.
Head heavy, mom spaghetti. Luckily, I have these spoons.
Yeah. Yeah, so it sounds like it's got an elastic skull.
Probably. Knowing Pokemon, not surprising.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Other than Cubone.
Cubone's confusing.
Why?
Just the entire lore behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Because, I mean, it's like, if every Cubone is supposed to be, you know, an orphan, then how, just, that's illogical for one, and two, you know, it's like, oh, look, I bred my Marowaks together. Oh, look, a Cubone. The mother's still alive. Where did you get that skull? Someone do a picture of that with a Marowak, but it's like heads all sunken in. It doesn't have its skull anymore.
What even is that? The Mega Alakazam for Sun Pokedex entry? As a result of Mega Evolution, its power has been entirely converted to psychic energy and has lost all strength in its muscles.
I mean, that makes sense. Look at its arms compared to, like, its arms and legs are, like, skinny.
So what? It's freaking legatoing itself by using its psychic powers to move its body because its body's broken.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's actually in the earlier ones with... Where was it? I saw something like that.
I was flying.
Ooh. Yeah, the Emerald Pokedex entry. While it has strong physical abilities and high intelligence, Alakazam's muscles are very weak. It uses power to move its body. It cannot move by itself. It has to use its brain power to make it move.
Interesting.
Because his muscles are so weak.
On the Machop.
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 Machop. Wanricky.
Wanky.
Wanricky.
Oh, that's a,
Wanricky.
oh,
We're
that's
reading the Ranwiki.
oh, that's an R in there? Okay.
Yeah. Machop. I like Machop. I'm gonna give it a 6.
5. It's neutral.
I have to agree with Sugar. It's a 5.
It ended up being number 66. I feel
Yep.
betrayed.
I'll give it a 7. I think it's kind of cute for a muscle building Pokemon and all.
Yep.
I'm
Gorky.
Machop. Gorky.
Gorky.
I'm going to give Machoke a 9. Da 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 da.
6.
Evolving to have a belt.
It's just, yes.
I give it a 7.
I like me a Machoke.
It's gonna Machoka you out anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my. Ooh, getting saucy.
I couldn't help myself. The joke was there.
Yeah.
Jay, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I just said 4.
Okay. Next.
You will notice I did not deny you.
I know. I did. I caught the. Where did like the
Ooh.
R Vega? Oh, I didn't see that for him.
I didn't
Me
notice.
either.
Oh, wow.
It's a Gigamax. All right, Machamp.
Hierarchy.
Karaki.
Not this one. Ah, shoot.
I'm giving him an 8.
Yes, Dash. What about the old I before E rule? Sugar.
5.5.
I'll give it a 7.
7.
General Kenobi.
5.
Gigamax.
General
That's
Kenobi.
dope as shit.
Yeah, the
That's
Gigamax.
terrifying.
The Gigamax is actually looks pretty cool.
Oh. Attack on Pokemon.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 9.5.
I before E, except when your foreign neighbor Keith receives 8 counterfeit beige sleighs from feisty caffeinated weightlifters.
Okay.
Those are all E before I words.
Yeah.
Yep.
That,
For me,
No.
for me, this is a 9. That's a 9. He's cool.
Sorry, I meant 8. I meant 8.5, not 9.5. I apologize.
You're
Okay.
fine, Snowy. Why did it drop?
I just did not want it to be that high for a reason.
It's fine.
Blanked.
No, you're
It's one of those
fine.
things.
I was
I've
just,
done-
Oh, he's wearing pants.
I was just curious. I'll give it a
No,
9.
he's not wearing pants.
Oh.
I'll give
That's just Shadow.
yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Let me live in my
Okay.
he's wearing pants.
Imagine he's wearing spandex or something.
Yeah.
5.1 because he's cool, but he's so terrifying that I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Bellsprout.
Bellsprout.
Madatsubomi.
Whoa, Madastapone.
I've always loved its little twiggy legs.
Mm.
It's like frolicking.
It really is. It either looks like
Bellsprout.
dancing or frolicking.
Bellsprout.
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 5.5.
6.2.
Oh,
it's 69. Oh.
Anyway,
Nice.
Nice.
I'll give it a 5.
I was tempted to give it a 6.9, but just because of its number. But
Bellsprout is precious. 9. I didn't know you liked Bellsprout, Dad.
7.8. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's why I wanted him to play this so that I could, because you learn so many things.
Oh, you really do.
I gave him a 7.8, by the way.
Okay, cool.
I gave him the highest one, I think.
Weeping Bell.
Oh my word,
Oh.
it looks so
Sudan.
derpy.
I
So
hate you.
derpy.
Not
the
as sounds
game-
like it.
The Game Grumps, especially Danny, hated this Pokemon.
I love
Kill me.
I love how it kept eating James, but that's about it.
No,
No.
that was Victory Bell.
Victory Bell, close enough.
Yeah.
Queen Bill is not large enough to do that.
No, it could go in your head, though.
Cuties.
Like one of the screamy the
Good
screamy
night, Dash. You're cute.
I mean,
I don't
It
think
is-
it's going to bed yet.
wow, it's larger than I thought it was.
Oh?
It's 3 feet.
Oh,
Called
That is rather big. Holy fuck.
so it's about the size of the largest real life pitcher plants.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Huh.
Uh,
Oh yeah, Weeping Bell. I am going to give the Weeping Bell 6.5.
4.
gotta agree with Sugar. It's a 4.
I like it. It's doopy.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's doopy. It's just not my kind of doopy.
Oh, yeah.
6.8.
6.8. All right.
Yeah.
Victor.
I like it less than Bellsprout, but I just it looks kind of cute in a way.
Yeah, I can see it.
Victory Bell.
I love James's Victory Bell. It
Yes.
gives so much
What?
personality.
Utsubat.
Subat,
What's so bad?
what's the bot to you?
Utsubat. Give me here. This is like one of my favorite reaction images I think I've ever seen. Anyway, Victory Bell. I'm gonna give that a 8. I actually really like a Victory Bell.
Nice.
It does have
7.
one side.
I think it's pretty cool. It's weird how its mouth is on top of its eyes.
Yeah.
Picture plant.
It is a
plant.
pitcher plant.
Yeah, it is a pitcher plant, so I get it. It's just I'm like,
It's basically a whipping bell, but in the correct position for what they are.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I give it a 6.
I give it a 6 too. I actually like it a little bit less than Weeping Bell, but I do think it's a cool
Actually,
design.
Sugar.
Huh?
Can you scroll down just a little bit? Because there's a picture that I want. That one with the 5 Victory Bells.
they're huge.
Oh, they're monstrous.
Yeah, they are. They're
Nope.
big.
Yeah, they're 5 feet, but man, I'm just looking at a picture like that is horrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
A herd of Victory Bells? No, thank you.
Yeah, and in some Pokemon games, you can encounter hordes, which is like 5 to 6 Pokemon. So yeah,
Tentacle.
Cool. Menokurage. Kurage.
Manakurage.
I was saying what you said the first time was awesome sounding. It sounded like the name of a Japanese anime attack.
Yeah.
Manakurage.
I will give Tentacool a cool 6.
Um.
Cool.
Oh, that's right. That episode was so weird.
Sugar.
Oh, sorry, I was spaced out.
You're
7.
fine.
7.
I have to give it an 8. I really like the Tentacool.
That's right. I forgot. The very first time they appeared was in that episode with the giant Tentacruel destroying
Destroying the village.
the city.
Yep.
And somehow the Tentacle was able to use mind powers to speak through Meowth.
Yeah, the random psychic powers that they only exhibited in that one episode.
Yeah, no, I'm scrolling down there. The first thing in biology is that image.
Yeah,
That one. It's
Mhm.
so weird.
I forgot that episode just because it was so out there.
Bizarre.
There's
Yeah.
that one and the giant Tentacruel.
The thing is,
Yeah.
the giant Tentacruel, that especially when you see it in the intro, this is I love Tentacruel.
Yes.
Its claw mouth confuses me, but yeah.
It's supposed to be the beaks for a squid. It's still weird, yes, but that's what they're going for.
It's very impractical looking.
Yes.
It is. But I still love it.
So I love it. Same. Doku Kurage.
Kurage.
So.
Tentacruel is actually a 9 for me. I really like the design ever since I was little.
Yeah, same. It's a 10. It's a 10.
I had
I love
a little rubber bath toy of a Tentacruel when I was young.
Nice.
Aww.
I have to.
I did too.
I have a 9.
7.
Understandable.
I my favorite thing about it are the jewel parts. of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mhm.
They were my favorite thing in its design, definitely.
Geodude. And then Geodude with bigger eyebrows. Geodude and Geodude if he was from
is-
Naruto.
Itu Brute. It's very close.
Alohan Geodude. Yep.
It is Stutu Brute.
Geodude and Rock Lee Geodude.
Yes.
Wow, that's a rock electric type. That's so
yeah.
weird. Oh, that's right. The hair, the eyebrows, and the hair are metal shavings that are magnetized to its body due to the electric current. That's right.
I thought it
remember
was
that.
rock metal. I didn't realize it was rock electric. Okay.
Yeah, no, the eyebrow stuff are like iron dust. That's like those
Yeah.
those magnetic beard makers you made.
Yeah, I remembered that, but that's why I thought it was metal. My memory of what its type was off.
I just like that image though, because
So-
you just make your own faces and beards with
Just
metal
eat.
shavings.
So Geodude.
Geodude is going to be a solid 5.5. He's neat,
Re-
but nothing
5.
great.
Yeah, nothing special. It's a 5.
I'll give it a 5.
4 because it's a rock with arms.
Yeah. All right, Alolan Geodude.
Not much better.
No.
It's a rock with arms with personality.
6.5.
It reminds me of Rockley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the only reason why I'm giving it a 6. If I like Rockley.
it's a rockly.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 5 still.
4.5. Better than Geodude regular, but still, eh.
Yeah.
Graveler.
Graveler.
Golode.
What the fuck? It becomes poofy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's still rock, but it's like different. I don't know.
We'll find out when we
Anyway,
get there.
Graveler. Honestly, a 3.
Okay.
Never been a fan of Graveler.
Galone. It's a 3.
Golode.
I'll give it a 4. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's just a boulder. No,
Yeah.
what Golem is a boulder.
4
This one, this one's a boulder too. Yeah, they're really
It's
much of a
just
difference.
gravel.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's supposed to be made out of like a ball of gravel,
Yeah.
which is
It's
just
gritty.
boring.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty.
All right,
Yeah.
Aloha Graveler.
It has a lot of grit.
That
3
looks
point-
pretty cool.
3.5. I'm still not a big fan. It's better, but
Back up to a 5.
eh.
Okay.
Give it a 5.
I'll give it a 5.
All right.
I definitely like it more than regular Graveler.
Yeah.
Golem.
Oh, yeah.
Goloya.
Which I learned of it before I learned that a golem was actually like a mythological thing as well.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, like golems. Yeah.
Yeah, I did-
Galania.
I learned of the Pokemon one before, like a golem.
Well, considering Pokemon came out when I was 5, that's actually very common for me.
Yeah.
There's no way now I'm gonna know what a golem is at 5 years old.
I was watching a Tom and Jerry movie when they mentioned a golem, and I was like, Pokemon?
That's not
And
a golem.
And then it was a generic thing, and I was like, what? And then I learned what that meant, and I was like, oh, that's where its name comes from. That makes sense now.
My
Okay.
problem with this is that it's
Yeah.
a lizard, just its head, arms, and legs, hooked to a boulder.
Yeah.
It's fair, but I do have a soft spot for a golem, so I'm gonna go with 7.
Or
I'll give it a 5 again.
now this
5.7.
thing.
Oh lord, I do not like a little golem. The weird
forgot
metal shaving chest
Tiny
hair.
arms!
I kind of like it.
The tiny arms!
The tiny arms are cute.
It's the iron shaving chest hair that I don't like.
I think it looks cool because it looks like it's like a dad now.
I'm about to say, it looks like a
Hey,
dad.
go back to your room.
Go back to your room. Pick up your dishes. Put your clothes in the hamper. Your mom's been working all day.
I mean,
You're
I'd
winning,
be
son.
Are you winning, son? Yes.
that dad has a taser attached to the top of its head.
Yeah.
Get to it. Boost.
Taser dad.
Taser dad.
Taser dad.
Don't mess with his kids.
That makes it better. I like
six-
it now.
6.5. I don't like it. I definitely don't like it more than regular Golem. But it's
That's
not
fine.
I
terrible.
do, because of the fact, especially since it looks like a dad. I love it. Oh my god, it's an 8.
I kind
Tiny baby arms.
of have to agree. With Sugar, it's an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an A.
Go to your room!
Sugar, we all know you have a soft spot for dads.
I do have a soft spot for dads. I wonder
Yeah.
why.
Daddy.
Rapid dash!
Oh wait,
Oh my
wait,
God.
wait till
Oh my
wait,
God.
wait till you
No,
see.
I love this! I love it! I love it! I love
The
it!
Galarian
I love
one,
it!
yeah.
I love it! I love it!
Psychic Ponyta.
All right,
I
regular
could've- I
Ponyta.
could have sworn Ponyta evolved with a Firestone. It does not.
No.
Huh.
No, I thought so too. There's another fire Pokemon that does.
It's a Growlithe does.
That's it.
Yeah, Growlithe needs a
I always
Firestone to
confused.
evolve.
I always thought it was the like level one, but no, Ponyta's the level one.
Yep. So yeah, Ponyta. 6.5, the base one. It's just Fire Horse.
It is Fire Horse.
I love Fire Horse. It's an 8.
Fire.
8.5. 8.5.
I'll give it an 8. I do like it. I like the design
Oh.
for it.
Apparently, the Galarian Ponyta is made in Hornglow. That's pretty.
Ooh.
7.7 because it is just a horse, but it's a fire horse, and I like a fire.
All right, so Galarian Ponyta.
My
Oh,
little
God.
Ponyta.
My little Ponyta. 9.
10! 10! 10! 10, 10, 10!
I have to agree with Sugar.
10! Look at its floopy little hooves! It need... I forgot this.
8.
It actually... Yeah. Ooh, what?
By the way, looks like
Hey,
Syrup is
that's higher
pretty-
than regular Ponyta.
It appears Syrup's stream just ended.
Ooh, we might be
Okay.
having a syrup soon.
Yep, she's rating you.
Syrup, 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 syrup!
Yep, there it goes. How's it going, Zip?
Doing Slime Brigade raid.
While
How's my favorite slime doing?
we wait, I must take a bio break real quick.
Sounds like a
Oh.
plan.
Ah!
It'll probably be a little while before she pops on anyway.
Oh yeah, she's probably gonna go eat, relax a little after the head pats.
Yeah, but this allows Sugar to talk to her aide.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh
Head
jeez.
pats.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
There we go. We're back.
I still don't know how I feel about the photorealistic hand.
The photorealistic hand?
The
That
head
gives,
pats.
that gives me head pats.
Oh yeah.
It just reminds me.
How
It just reminds me of SpongeBob.
Oh,
Hans.
So, how was your stream, Syrup? I'm sorry I didn't get to be there for a lot of
There's
it.
no lollipop.
Wiggles.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
You accidentally beat the game?
I hate when I accidentally beat games. Like, God, that's.
Didn't you just start it? Is it that short?
No, she's been doing it. She's been at it for at least 2-3 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I can't
Yeah.
remember. My
yeah,
memory's
2-3
awful.
weeks with a grinding stream that she did just on Discord.
26 hours
Oh,
in.
okay.
You love them long, houry games.
Yeah.
Syrup. Not syrup. Sugar. We're not going to talk about the games that I plan on playing.
Oh, jeez. I put a lot of time into this.
Hmm?
That save, anyhow.
Yeah. What's it called? I was thinking about my next game being Xenoblade Chronicles, which is stupid long.
Oh, yeah. I've seen Dash play a little bit of that, I believe.
I do want to play that.
Are you still not
Amazing
done?
series. I like the first one better than the second one, though.
The third one's coming out, and apparently it's gonna tie in the games.
There's,
Yes, I'm looking forward to how they're going to do that.
Yeah, same.
Speaking of Xenoblade Chronicles, there's a Pokemon. We probably won't get to it tonight due to the speed we're going. But He looks like he's from Xenoblade Chronicles, so
I think I know which one you're talking about.
This is gonna be a multi-part stream, most definitely.
there's probably a few, but there's one that's not actually a moderately early gen, but not the first couple. I don't think. I think it's Gen 3.
Complete the file, then either New Game Plus or play with a different character. Oh, they're different characters. I didn't realize that. When we're done with this stream, we're gonna have to come up with a schedule for how often we do this.
I'd say
Yeah.
at least once a month.
That once or twice a month, yeah.
Once or twice a month.
This is
Like on
fun.
those weeks where we cannot decide what to do. Like,
You mean
there's
every
not a-
week?
What I
That-
mean is how, like, you know, normally, like, when somebody will like, suggest something and we're like, oh yeah, but like those weeks where we're literally like, I don't know, that doesn't sound good, that doesn't sound good, that doesn't.
Okay,
Well,
fair enough.
How about every other?
We can do
Every
that
other.
Yeah,
every other until we complete
Yeah.
this.
I'm good with that.
It might still last until Violet and Scarlet come out.
I mean, it's a good thing to lead up to it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm just glad that no one hated my idea because I was afraid that no one would like it.
I-
Yeah, I told everyone that last night.
Yeah, she did, and I'm just like, it's something Jay suggested. I'm more than happy to do it.
She also apparently predicted that I had this idea for like a month.
Yep.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, just throw your worst case scenario. We just say no, but like, it's like or we say maybe not this week, but like you're fine, Jay.
You guys, these are your friends too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, your ideas are valid.
Yeah, agreed. Very much agreed. I consider myself a friend of Jay.
Friend of Jay. Well, I have to be his friend. I'm his sister.
That's not
You
true.
don't-
That's
You
not
definitely
true at
don't
all.
have to, but
It's just like me and my like I hate my brother. I never talk to him.
the way that we were raised, it was inevitable, just
Yeah.
because our parents were really good about making sure that we understood each other, even when we fought and stuff. So, but
Well-
we did have a natural we bonded easily.
Well, like I had my issues with my brother. I won't go too
Yeah.
far into it, but like right now he's like a father of 3 kids, but he like one of them is with like like both of them are with the mother technically, like two different mothers. But like he has no association with one because he's just a terrible person. And then like the other ones he's not properly taken care of. So it's just like yeah. He's not a great person, and I just I refuse to interact with him.
that
That's
does
fair.
happen.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's
And
sad,
some
but
of
that
it-
does happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get along with practically any of my dad's siblings except for like one.
Understandable. All right.
Dad's families. Mhm.
Yeah, Aunt Patty's cool, and some of the people that his other family married is cool, but a lot of questionable individuals.
Yeah.
Some
Understandable.
of them are crazy too. Good gracious.
I'm crazy. The crazy.
So we're going to keep going until
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, it's gonna be a bit still.
Yeah. So we'll just keep going.
already onward to Rapidash, our
Repetitive.
flaming unicorn.
Yup.
Reminds me of one of my favorite Voltaire songs.
Fucking 10 on both.
I
Agreed.
like its Japanese name's Gallop.
Gallop.
Gallop? Wow.
If I remember correctly, shiny Galarian Rapidash is like my colors.
Really, I've never seen it shiny, so I don't know.
I
Oh,
think it's pink and green.
I wish they let you see the shiny.
I know,
ones.
right?
That would really help.
The what is it? It's not Cerebi or Bulbapedia. The other one that's the Pokemon Wiki. It shows their variations, but you have to scroll down a decent amount.
So Snowy Rapidash.
Base Rapidash, I'm going to give that a solid 8.5.
Sugar gave it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Alrighty.
You know, it's yellow. It's yellow and green. That's right.
Ooh,
That's
so
still
cool.
that's still slightly your color.
8.2 for me. I really
Yeah.
do like it.
Uh,
Its
I'll
shiny
put it-
form. Its shiny form, I either like more or less, depending whether or not it looks silver or just gray.
understandable. Galarian Rapidash.
Here, just real quick, voice text chat.
I can't look at that until the stream's over.
Yeah, I can't either.
And also, it's horn. So on this one,
I'll say you could scroll down if it's on this wiki.
It's not.
It's not.
Oh, it's
No,
not,
it's not.
man.
I didn't see it.
not when I click on the Galarian one.
Is Charles finding things that we don't see?
Yes.
He is
All
Charles.
the way down.
All the way down.
Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
See, that's where they put.
Oh, see, look.
Oh.
Yeah, it's way farther down than the wiki that I normally use.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. It looks like toothpaste.
I love
It
it.
does. It does look like toothpaste.
I
I
do
don't-
not like
I
the regular one in its modern one. It looks purple.
Yeah.
I don't mind the purple, but I liked it being silver more.
All the shiny that is. If you scroll up, well, these are all the sprites in the different forms.
Oh. Look at, yeah. See up here, this is where Jason's talking about where it looks silver.
Yeah, especially
Remind me later.
yeah. I know it's supposed to look smoky, but when the first one I saw was ruby, and it looked silver to me.
Oh wow.
Crystal it had
and,
in silver.
And,
Yeah, when
and gold, silver, and crystal, whether it's purple flame.
Yeah,
But
that's
then-
where they got the purple color from.
But then they changed it in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Platinum. Well, they changed it in Leaf Green and okay.
Ruby, sapphire, they changed it the
The silver.
silvery.
Yeah, and then they turned it back to purple recently, I guess.
By the way, back up to the thing for Galarian Rapidash is a
It'd be
10.
cool if it was, multiple shiny colors. But anyway,
that would be cool, but
No, I like doing it. It's fun.
10.
Thank
10
you.
for you?
10, yeah,
10 for me.
10 all
10,
around.
10, 10, 10,
He's
10, 10,
he
10,
is
10,
so
10, 10.
fabulous.
What do you
10.
call it, Jay?
8.
8?
He doesn't like horses.
No, no, don't say that. I don't know. It looks.
Oni hater.
I like regular Rapidash more.
Okay, that's understandable.
I actually like Ponyta more, but they have the same score right now, so I guess
No.
statistically I like them the same.
I
What?
forgot Galarian Slowpoke is like,
Yellow.
as
Yeah.
mustard. Mustard dip.
Wow, that is awful.
Yeah.
No, no, the shiny version of Slowpoke is just a duller shade of pink.
Oh yeah, some of them there's like no difference.
Wow. Look
Yeah,
at it.
you just lower the tint.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep.
oh, wow.
Or, and then for the Galarian one, it's
It's
just
all-
turn it all gold.
Yeah.
Make the head part darker, and the
Rogan!
rest is gold.
Rogan, how are you doing? It originally turned purple.
Hi, Rogan.
Also, Slowpoke's
Rogan,
name.
I get to
Yadon.
answer your question.
Oh.
There
Rogan
was
is good.
there
Rogan
is a
asked
shiny.
question.
What?
Oh yeah.
Rogan asked a question in my question chat. You asked if eye sugar was made of sugar.
That'd be
You're made
I
of TV.
was about to say, that'd be
You're
awesome.
made of cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm made of a cartoon, but if you lick me, maybe I'm sweet.
Well, Techlatoons are described in a lot of the earlier things as being made of a composite of ink and like 3 other materials.
Yep.
You don't tell a girl secrets.
Too bad. Alright. So
Oh,
Slowpoke.
That's why Tip works on them.
Slowpoke, Yadon.
On.
Slowpoke's a 7 for me. I just like Slowpoke.
I do like stuff.
Slow.
I
Sugar.
don't know, Dash, you lick me. Am I made of sugar?
I mean, you're awfully sweet to me.
Alright then.
I'm
Sugar.
having the Slowpoke song go through my head.
Oh my god.
I love its one toenail
Yes.
on each
Yeah.
foot.
The little
It's
nubby.
a 9.
the nubby.
It's a 9.
Slow.
Well, you do have to lick what's yours.
slow.
Exactly. I
Uh,
mean, Dark, does that mean I have to lick you?
I'm okay. I'm okay with licking everybody. Can I get 7.5 for the Slowpoke?
7.5. I'll give it a 8.9.
There you go.
I do love Goodness gracious.
I love how instead of like just chilling and stuff like that, this one's just full on like on the floor. It's like I can't today.
Yeah.
You like how
Weird fact. Yes.
That's the stereotypical bit. I was about to say what Dash said. That's normal.
Raging Slowpoke just loses the water subtype. It just becomes full psychic.
Yes, it does.
I haven't played the DLCs yet, so I
I'm
didn't.
just looking at the type things that says right under the sprite.
Oh.
It just looks like they didn't know what to do, so they added forehead wrinkles and just dipped it in mustard.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Honestly,
Thank you for that shout out, Dash.
that's
Rogan
gonna
deserves
be a 6 point. This is not just a 6.
6? Okay.
Why do I feel like I know that game?
Ew.
There's a syrup.
Syrup.
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, Rogan, just accept it because they do the same thing to me for no reason.
We're going to have to lightning round soon.
Doing what?
What exactly Dash just did?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, I am made of syrup.
I will say you're a slime, so it's entirely possible.
oh, Lizzie's back. Oh man, we're gonna have to
Hi,
do
Lizzie.
we're gonna have to do a double shotgun. All right, let's go.
Lizzie,
Well, we
are
got-
you backpack or are you just chilling? Either way, we can start with syrup.
We do have to finish Galarian Slowpoke because
Oh.
only
Oh.
Snowy said anything.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, okay.
5.
Wow, it dropped heavily from just the
I
color.
don't like the yellow.
I give it a 7.
I like it a little bit less, so I'm going to give it an 8.86.
Actually, make it a 6.5 because I do still love the toes.
It's like, yay, my little toes saved me.
Oh, it's almost time for bed for you. Okay.
I mean, worst case scenario for if people want to stay up to date, we just tell them they just figure out what number they were at, and then we just start sending numbers to Jay like nobody's business.
Yep.
That's fine.
Jason wakes up and he gets a
Yay.
list of 2, 7, 4, 5.5, 6. And then he's like,
What?
10.
What? You'll be like, what? What is this? All right. Shotgun syrup.
Shotgun syrup, you ready?
all the way back to the.
Love you
start.
too, Lizzie, and yeah, I guess I'm ready? Question mark?
Gotta get all the way back up to 80. Let's go.
Back to
Starting at-
80?
We made it all the way up to 80.
Starting with Bulbasaur.
Sorry.
What is the rating system?
1 to
Of
10.
1 through 10?
Based
And
on
you
how
can
it
do-
looks.
7.
Yeah, I was about to say, and you can do decimals. All right.
I'd be sorry.
6.
Okay.
4.
Also, we do
star.
the other versions as well.
You're doing Megalutions too?
All of
Yeah,
them.
like,
all
all
the,
forms. All
4 as well?
forms.
4 as well?
Yeah, 4 as well.
all right.
Okay.
Now we have to do Gigamax.
At least all major forms, because Pikachu's an exception.
5, because I kind of like that the flower kind of like opened up over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind
Yeah.
of everybody else's consensus.
Yeah, we were like, that was kind of cool, honestly.
5.
That was Charmander's lowest score.
Charmander and its evolutions are a little overhyped in my eyes, so 5 as well. Good design, but again, overplayed, so,
Well, we
including
are-
its mega evolutions.
I'll say, we are
So-
just going by appearance, not necessarily
Yes,
lore or anything. Or,
I understand.
yeah,
Just,
which is hard to do sometimes, but
it's not just lore for this one, it's also the fact that they try to shove it into your face every chance they get. Like, the actual company.
that's how I feel about Pikachu. I still think Pikachu.
They do it with Pikachu too.
I do think Pikachu's still adorable, but it is way
yeah.
overplayed.
I will say 6 though.
All right. What about Mega Charizard X?
I do like the change of colors. I'll give it a 6.5.
I remember correctly. Those are the shiny colors, aren't they?
I think
I don't know.
so.
We'll check here in
Yeah.
a second.
Oh, I like that one a lot more. That
Yeah,
one could
Y
be
is
7.
fun.
That one's a 7. Wow, I think
Oh, yeah.
everybody else did not like that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
liked
like
just,
it.
I liked it just fine.
Uh,
You,
I just
you
X
liked it,
more.
but you liked it a little bit less.
Yeah. I liked X better. There's a lot going on.
What is this endeavor?
Yes. Yeah.
6.
Okay, and real quick.
I do wonder if this was in development before Endeavor.
I need
came
to
out.
know. I'm pretty sure that the
I'm
black
sure it came
black and
out
blue
after.
is the
but-
shiny. Oh, that's close enough.
It's black
Ooh,
and
I
red.
forgot how awesome its shiny form looked.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Oh yeah. Oh
Look
yeah.
at
Ooh.
Those
I,
are
Yeah.
li-
cool.
I liked it with the purple better.
Yeah.
You're
Because,
biased, Vega.
Shush
Oh.
you.
But- well-
Whoosh.
But yeah, shiny Charmander and Charmeleon look basically the same. So I forgot how cool shiny Charizard looked.
That's not
Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Shiny Squirtle just
Squirtle
lighter.
is good. 7.
7.
Wartortle.
Wartortle.
7 as well.
Alrighty.
Charmeleon. Wartortle.
Blastoises. We're onto the Blastoises. Original Blastoise.
I'll say 7 for that one. The next one is a 6. It looks kind of dumb.
Alright,
And
the one with the fortress.
That's just a monster hunter monster, but water instead of lava. I'll say 7 as well for that one.
okay, onward.
Caterpie.
Caterpie.
Caterpie is a classic, so I'll put it up there with Squirtle. 7.
Shiny.
7.
That's the one.
Its shiny is just yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all the.
Metapod.
Give it a 3 for Harden.
Why? Why is it shiny red? It looks like a fucking pepper.
Butterfree is cute, so 8.
Alright.
What about
Gigamax?
Just bigger wings.
Bigger fly.
9.
Yeah, like everybody loved that one.
Yeah, we all did. We were like, oh yeah.
Goofy.
Wheel?
7 as well.
While we're doing a recap, I'm gonna go heat up some
Again,
ramen.
3. No, 4. I like it a little bit more than the other one.
Yeah, we all liked it a little more than Metapod as well.
It also looks like it's wearing a tie.
I like that too, yeah.
Kakuna's
Beedrill.
fun. Bees.
Bees!
I know you guys are in sugar into
That's
this really
right,
quick
I
question
forgot.
because Discord added a new feature. Who among you is on PC at the moment?
What?
PC?
Hello.
I'm on PC.
Yeah.
I
So
am.
if one of you hovers your mouse over the title of the close knit hangout, do you see a little open chat button now?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I updated roles and we all have it now, but apparently they actually added chat to the voice channels.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That was the most recent update.
Correct.
Oh,
It's
Dark,
like-
it's okay.
Oh.
So-
Where?
So how much for? So
Whoa.
how much? What is number for Beedrill?
How much for Beedrill?
How much for Beedrill? 8.
I forgot its Japanese name is Spear.
What about Mega Beedrill?
Too many pointy bits. 6.
How does it hug you?
Not as fun to hug.
Not as fun to hug. Lowest the points.
Pidgey!
Its Japanese name is Popo.
Bobo!
Bubba!
Popo.
That's way more interesting than it looks.
7 is Burb, and I like Burb, but still simple design. Also
Most of us
7.
gave it a 5 because it was so generic looking.
Pidgeotto becomes Pidgeon.
Of course.
His name is
Pidgeon! Pidgeot monster!
Pidgeotto's Japanese name is just Pigeon.
It's just a bird with a mohawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pidgeotto for syrup?
7.
Also 7? Okay.
Well, Mega.
But
Pidgeot becomes Pidgeot.
Yep. It's just Pidgeot.
6.
Big Burp.
I like it because it's chubby. 8.
Anime
Chub-
hair.
Chubby bird makes me
Hey.
happy.
Yeah, didn't we call it the Yu-Gi-Oh bird?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
2. They're annoying.
Hey, that doesn't go by its appearance.
I mean, my reason for not liking Zubat was its cry it made.
Yeah.
That's tangentially still appearance, but okay.
It was so
El-
annoying. It was the cry was so piercing. You heard it all the time.
Because they're everywhere. Anyway, Aloha Rattata.
I like its little mustache. 4.
Of course. Okay.
Raticate.
Red Kate.
Rata.
You know, I never really liked how this one looked. 2.
All right.
You don't
What
like
about,
it. You don't like its two big Timmy Turner teeth.
No.
what about the
What about the one with
The
the ball
chubby
sack
cheeks
face?
don't help.
What about the chubby one?
1.
Aww.
Oh, bad.
Like
I
me and Jay.
I don't like it.
I'll say that's
either.
one of my favorite Pokemon.
I'm sorry, Jay. I can't get over its face.
Its face is adorable.
Sparrow.
It's
It is.
What is up with Spiro's Japanese name? Oni Suzumi.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's so Japanese.
Hey, for anybody who knows Kid Show's team, Onizuzumi! Just have Umizumi.
Umizumi.
Let's go to Onitsuzumi for Takoyaki.
Pokemon rap, but it's the Japanese names.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
4. Not as cute as Bird.
They do something similar. I was watching the Japanese version of the latest series, and they do something similar where they just have like kids saying names of Pokemon. And that's how I learned what Beedrill's a spear, because it's kids yelling spear.
Spare!
Okay, Spiro.
Oni drill.
Only drill.
One drill.
One drill. One adventure.
That is such an attack name.
Fio's appearance is deceiving. It makes you think that it evolves into Ho-Oh, but it doesn't, and
Yeah.
so, 3.
I'll say that's what I said. Is I was like, this is Ho-Oh's just pretty Firo.
Yeah.
Oni
Yes, I appreciate
drill.
Yum. Sorry, Dash gave me food. Seconds!
Its Japanese name is Arbo.
Arbo.
Orbo.
It's like that's my name.
That's my name?
What?
4. It's a little too derpy.
I love it, Derpy.
Hackenzak.
But I do love snakes, so that's fun.
Hackenzak.
Charbok.
Charbuckle.
Oh, it's just Arbok and both.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Arbo.
You may know me by my alias, Arbok. But you can call me Arbok.
Have you been to Starbucks? my name brand coffee.
Starbucks.
6. I do like it more.
On to the poster child of all Pokemon. Pikachu.
Gigantamax.
Oh no, we're getting there.
We'll get there.
I know.
Yeah, that's
It's
next.
just chub. How can I not look at it?
Didn't like Eradicate.
Where's original Pikachu though?
I know, that's where they went back to, but the top one is supposed
Yeah.
to be original.
um. 6.
That's
And then-
the-
And
that's the
then
lowest of all of us.
8.
and then P.
He's so
8.
large.
Lorge.
He's Lord. Oh Lord, he's coming.
Owen.
Deep voice. P. Okay, right.
I
Right.
I like Raichu so
I do like Raichu a lot as well. They did get kind of the short end of the stick. thanks to Pikachu's popularity. So I'll say 6 for them, and 8 for Alolan.
Yo,
Because look at its goddamn face!
I know it's so
He's a little surfer dude.
Does this look at the face of Mercy to you?
Yes.
As Jay said, he looks like an inflatable.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna just hear up. It's
Yeah,
like,
well, well, if
Freaking
he
pulls
falls
away.
while surfing, then we know he won't drown.
Yeah.
He's
he just
like,
floats. He just
Yeah.
floats on top of the water.
he always float.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Sandshrew?
Behold, the Pokemon Sand.
Sand.
I like Sandshrew.
I will say 7.
Surprised the Alolan form wasn't just called Ice Shrew.
I know, right?
He's
6.
He's made out of igloo.
I get what they're going for, but could have done it a little better.
You said 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
Sand
Poor
Slash is-
Auntie Sandslash.
Sand Slash is Sand
I
Pan.
cry every time. Y'all don't even get that reference.
Nope. Sand
You
Slash.
might, Snowy. It's from the friend lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not, you were actually when you started showing that to people, I went to bed like really early.
Oh,
on.
right, right.
I never actually watched it.
8.
And the perfect 9 is broken.
Sandpan.
Sandpan. And
Sandpan.
then this thing.
8 as well. I do like that one a lot more than the pre-evolution.
Okay.
Eateran.
Female.
Uh, 7.
One big Timmy Turner.
It has a boopable snoot.
That one's actually really prominent.
Mhm.
The Timmy Turner tooth on the Eateran.
Sassy Nidorina. Whose Japanese name is also Nidorina.
You know, she's so sassy.
She's sassy.
Ooh, one of her abilities is hustle.
Damn right, girl.
Uh. 6. It's not as cute.
Then the queen.
Who's just yelling out Yas.
Yeah.
Yas, Nida.
Yas.
Nida Yas Queen.
Snap.
Yes.
I just expect a snap.
I have no idea what this means, but I boosted your server, so you should be able to stream in higher quality.
Oh, nice.
A 7.
Kevin.
Did you were one boost away from a level up, so I boosted you.
Well, thank you, hubby.
Neat.
Nidoran male.
I do like that they switched the color, the expected color with the genders with these two.
Yeah.
Mm.
8, cause cute.
What, hubby?
It's okay, because
What?
the shiny Eateran's blue.
Nice. The temperature of our house is 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
5.
Yeah,
I-
Eaterino is not great.
No.
Nice.
Nice.
He looked better as a pixel, honestly.
King.
The king.
He looks like he's saying, "Come at me, bro."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave him.
I
a
mean,
10.
given that he looks like a tank, yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
him and Nidoqueen, they are a power couple.
They are.
Well,
absolutely.
yes. 7.
I gave him a 10. I gave him a 10.
There's only one Pokemon that's a 10 in my heart,
Oh?
and y'all haven't come across them yet. I don't
No.
think.
No, we're only up to like 85, so this is not Gen 1.
I've given a few 10s.
Yeah.
Me too.
Same.
When you get attached to your very first Pokemon ever, it's hard to have anyone compare.
I didn't have a favorite Pokemon until the first movie. And then there's been no others. None can compete.
I mean, I have a plushie of my favorite, so you know.
Oh,
Oh, I
right.
have multiple plushies of Mew. Multiple.
It's Torchic for me.
I have
The little
I have,
burb.
Little burb.
I have
Uh,
a Sylveon plushie. I have a Lucario
No,
plushie.
Mew is the best. Sorry,
I have a-
hubby. You're
I have,
wrong.
I have a really big
Torchic is
Zorora
the best.
plushie.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
I don't
uh,
want plushie. A lot of my Pokemon that I like are not popular, so there's no plushies of them.
8.
Snorlax and Dunsparce. I love Snorlax.
Pretty sure there's
Also
a
8 for
Snorlax.
this
Al-
one.
Altaria is very fluffy.
Well,
Fable.
8 as well.
8 as well? Okay.
Vulpix is.
Rokon.
Both this one and Alolan 9s.
Okay, and onward.
How can you not give this one a 9?
Yeah.
Because it's
God.
9-tails.
Oh, you can be Vega and give them all 10s.
Well, yeah, I think we all-
Yep.
Vega gave the whole line. Vulpix and
Yeah.
Ninetales 10s.
Yeah, but that's because Vega's biased.
Yes.
He's like,
That's
these are my
kind of
brethren.
that's what this whole thing is. It's us showing everyone our bias.
Yeah, pretty much.
I did also give Ninetales both forms 10. Actually, I
But
think I might give the
9s for
low
both.
9.
Ninetales, you gave both a 10.
Okay. I remember.
Vulpix Alolan was 9.
You did.
Okay, yeah.
But Alolan,
I mean, 9 is the best rating I'll give to anyone that isn't Torchic, so you know.
You can give them
Ah.
your tens. It's not that.
this is you don't have to be the that teacher. But if that's the grading scale you want.
Yeah.
So Alolan Ninetales is
Yeah.
also 9?
9, yes.
My 10s are reserved for
Oh.
other reasons. Except in the case of
It's no in German a lot.
999. Purin.
Purin. I thought it said it for
Purin.
pain. I was like, yeah.
Pain.
Pain. I was like,
Purin.
sure.
I believe it evolves into Purin.
Uh,
Or that or its
I-
pre-evolution is Purin.
I do like Jigglypuff 8. I like Igglybuff a bit more, but that's because lore stuff of once they start bouncing, they never stop.
No.
Mandatory.
Mandatory bounces.
So like if you accidentally like drop them an inch, they will start bouncing everywhere with faster and faster speed until they take off into
That startled me
orbit.
so bad. Oh my
What happened?
Wigglytuff is Purin.
Purin.
Good.
8 as well.
It scared me too. It hit my left ear hard. It hit me. It came from my speakers, so it straight up sounded like a gunshot came at through my window. I jumped about 2
What-
feet in the air.
What happened?
Rogan played the bang sound redeem.
Oh. We're at the
Okay.
surprise bat.
I don't like it shiny. It's like sickly green. Ugh.
Where? Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, it's
Oh.
olive. Oh, it looks more normal green on the bottom right there, but yeah.
Once one gets to the 3D renders, it starts getting really bright green.
Yeah, it's like I am alive now.
I still love how it has TV antenna feet.
How does it even use them?
It doesn't.
They curl around things.
4.
4.
Not a big fan of it. That face.
No one was but me.
Even less so. A 3.
3. Oddish.
9.
I love Oddish.
Oddish is adorable.
Nuzlocke
Actually,
Kusa.
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah, remember you can do points.
Yeah. Yeah.
None-
I think this is your first decimal.
Yes, it is.
43.
No.
Just no.
No
fun.
isn't a number.
That's lazy.
No.
Sorry, I'm still behind on Oddish's shiny is just all green.
Yeah.
That's
It's
so
an
lazy.
It's on an unripe.
Well, there's I forget which Pokemon. There's one that the color is so different that even when they're next to each other, you can barely see any difference.
Right.
So one.
Yeah, 1.
Okay, I
I
was
think
gonna
that's what
say,
I did too.
yeah.
On Kusaihara.
Me and Vega gave it its best score of 4.
Vile
Vileplume, though, they're cute. I like them. They're a 6 in appearance, but I know they're trying to go after the appearance of a Rafflesia, also known as the corpse flower.
Oh yeah,
So this thing would smell horrid.
but they can learn Sweet Scent,
Yes,
because
but they
they're a
can learn
Pokemon.
Sweet Scent.
so
Yes.
they could be either.
Yeah, here you go.
Fuse.
And gold. It has the world's largest petals. With every step, the petals shake out heavy clouds of toxic pollen.
I do love that description because it's like world's largest petals. Has anyone looked at a Venusaur recently? I'm pretty sure a Venusaur its petals are way bigger than a Vileplume's.
Flaps its broad full petals and scatters places pollen. The flapping sound is very loud.
Well, the thing is how sick the petals are, they're like fucking pillows.
Imagine them like moving like a jellyfish but floating there. That would just go.
I would love that so much.
Larger its petals, the more toxic pollen contains. Its big head is heavy and hard to hold up.
Oh,
Yeah.
the poor baby.
Well, the Rafflesia plant weighs more than I do. By like I think twice. They're heavy plants.
Yeah, they are.
But I believe you said 6?
Bigger this time.
Yes.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
So what number?
6, she said.
Okay.
I don't like the Paris line. They tell a sad story.
They do, but that's
We're going off of appearance.
I know.
you gotta
Which
try to separate the Pokedex.
their appearance tells a sad story.
I just see it has a mushroom butt.
Yep.
It's a crab with a mushroom butt.
Shroom.
But yes,
Fine.
I choose to ignore the Pokedex half the time because since it contradicts itself so much, I'm like these professors are insane. So whatever.
Oh no, it's literally like if you look at this one, then you look at the next one. It's literally just the mushroom grew bigger and took over its body.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of the other Pokemon's Pokedex entries are very counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Still like the one about for Typhlosion where it says that it's when it shakes its fur together it makes explosions.
Or Arcanine's that whenever it barks, it causes a eruption somewhere.
Yeah,
Or no,
just imagine
Entei.
a whole lot of them. Like people have them because they're like pet dogs, and then just they
Yeah.
start barking. Just just team.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
While some island nation's having a catastrophe.
Yeah, it's like they're inside. They see someone else walking in another Arcanine.
I was wrong. That's Entei though. It was
Yeah.
Entei, not Arcanine.
Oh, that one, I can understand.
Okay, yeah, that makes a little more sense. That's
Our
fair.
Arcanine has barked so loud that it can paralyze people, if I can remember rightly.
Oh, that's fun. You're just in your house. It's like your dog. And then you're like, I can't move.
Exactly.
No, the anti-one I can understand. Legendary deserve to have outlandish Pokedex entries.
Yeah.
But okay, so number for parents.
5. Then 3.
Parasite.
That's
3.
3.
Minonette.
Purple
Kong Pang.
Jigglypuff.
Kong Pang.
It's a powder puff. You use
I
it to put foundation on
I
your
still
face.
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that
it's
name.
purple Jigglypuff. With little fangs.
yeah.
Things.
I do like them more. I don't. Yeah.
But a net.
No. 7.
Like do the Nyun song, but with Minonette.
Banana.
Venema.
Minimum.
Mama. I'm loopy.
Yeah. We all
6.
Diglett and Diglett with hair.
I don't like Diglett with hair.
Same. It gets worse. We're not there.
I know. I've seen it before.
The best part about it though is that hair is metal, and I love it.
I hate it.
Me too.
I hate it so much.
I guess it
Regular
has to-
Diglett, 8.
Yeah. I love Diglett.
Diglett with hair, 3.
Holy cow, that hair really dropped it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It increased it by 0.5 for me. But wow, what a
did.
change.
I do like the hair on this one a bit more. It does. It's like it's 8 for regular and 5 for Alolan.
I gave it like a
'Cause-
1, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah,
it.
this is
No,
one of your ones.
you did miss our whole rant about how they look like a bunch of.
They
Oh.
look like women who have gone to a tanning salon. They look like
Yes,
leather bags and
That was
fake
the
their hair.
point.
I hate it.
We started going off. Jessica? Oh my god. Jessica, shut up, Jessica.
Oh my god, Jessica, do you see the shoes?
I like the hairstyles though. Just
I do like the hairstyle.
separate
I like
from
Diglett.
everything else. That's why it's a 5 and not any higher.
Oh, the He-Man hair.
And how he digs.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nyarth.
you mean payday?
Yeah, payday.
Nyarth.
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 Yarth.
Yeah.
Some you're like happy. Nyarth.
It sounds like a pirate cat. A nyar.
Nyarth.
I do like Meowth, regular Meowth. 8 for regular Meowth.
Galarian.
9 for Galarian Meowth because this is just a little gremlin and I adore him. I don't like Alolan Meowth.
But you're
Yeah.
so sassy.
Yeah, I like how sassy
I
he is.
agree with you
He's
there.
giving you bedroom eyes though.
And
Oh, shush your face. Fuck, it's Snowy. You'd fuck like 90% of the things on here.
This
I didn't hear a number for
Long cat.
long.
for Lowen, what was your number?
4.
Okay.
And then long cat.
With the kanji on the metal. I like
Yes.
that a lot.
Time to break our
8.5.
This was the only one that everyone so far had agreed us it was a 10.
I mean, it's a good design.
Yeah.
Just not tarnished.
Why did you go Italian for a second? He's a good design.
It's a good design.
I just realized, why is there not a Galarian?
It doesn't evolve into Persian when it evolves. It has a
Oh.
different form.
Yup.
That's
Oh.
right. It gave a new evolution in that game.
Yep.
That's right.
Okay, so
It doesn't
regular-
change a whole lot, honestly.
No.
Regular Persian, sleek, pretty, dignified.
No. with that build up, sleek, dignified one.
Lowen. Look
Uh,
at
8.
a whole hive of bees.
8.
8.
A
Yeah.
Alolan Persian, purple Garfield.
But only the head.
Yeah.
It literally just went up and got stung by a bunch
Bunch
of
of
bees.
bees.
It's
only
an
one.
allergic reaction.
I don't like it. 4.
4.
4.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
The 4 is actually the best thing that Pokemon got.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone gave that a really low number. Even I gave that a 3.
I thought about giving it a 3, but I.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
want
Too
me to
nice
change it
for
to-
my own good. Yes.
You want me
change
to give
it
it a 3? 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
change it.
So you match Vega and Jay. Both me and Sugar gave it 2s.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that.
Psyduck. Psyduck, the poor boy.
Oh, that's
9.
Yeah,
I-
he's fine.
Seriously.
Literally hold its head because of perpetual headache from its own powers.
Yeah.
The
And now
poor
for the-
baby.
Now for the one that its
Dinosaur
name.
duck.
I like it.
I like Old Duck a lot.
That's fine.
I'd say they're a 7. I enjoyed their design growing up.
The
Like
thing
when I
is,
first saw them, they were like, I was like, cool, but also Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. In the first one that I ever played, I ended up getting Psyduck, so I ended up becoming a Golduck. So you know.
Nice.
So this right here,
Yeah.
I just realized its pose it's doing is it looks like it's about to start slapping its knees like really, really fast.
And boning. Hambone will save your life someday. Like, you're trying to mug me?
Mankey.
I love that bit so much.
Pig nose. Pig nose on the Mankey.
Is its Japanese name Mankey or Monkey?
Mankey.
It's Manky.
Okay.
It's just Manky.
I'll say because the name, because it's small on mine, is kind of small, so I thought it just said monkey. I'm like, is it just monkey in Japanese?
Monkey.
That'd be hilarious.
Mankey.
I like the little fuzzball. 7.
That's higher than everyone else that gave it a 6.
Primeape.
Oko
Angry
re-
It's
Oko
less fuzzy
Rizaru.
now, and therefore I am disappointed. 6.
I like this intense name. Okorazu.
Okurasu.
Kurazu.
Growlithe.
Puppy.
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 Whose Japanese name is Gardy. I love it.
8.
Yeah.
And then
Hisu?
Hisui.
It's Lion Dog.
It is
Yeah.
Lion Dog.
I believe it's based on those like guardian dogs.
Yeah.
The Lion Dogs. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff from that game were, I think it was either Japanese or Chinese folklore. I think they were pulled
Yeah.
from.
The beard is too big for me though.
It's more than
looks-
I think it's just
looks
the
like
chest.
5.
It's the chest tuff.
It's supposed but it
is.
does kind of look like a beard.
Beard. I can see
Yeah.
it.
Kind of like the how you felt for the golem. So I fully understand. Yeah.
See, for me, it looks like a baby's bib.
It is big.
Fair.
It just fell in some gravy and it's way too happy.
Well, all right. When we're on. All right, never mind. Keep going.
Arcanine Big Puppo.
Big Pumpo. With kink in its tail.
Yep.
Yeah.
His name's Windy.
It's just yeah, it is. It's just Windy.
Windy.
Yeah.
Windy.
It's fucking Windy.
Windy over here.
Fucking Windy.
I was saying that before I read it, so I read it as I was saying it, and I realized what I was saying.
Windy.
They good boy. 8.
And then Ganon Growlithe.
Ganon Growlithe. 8 as well. I do like it a lot more than
Right.
its
I don't
pre-evolution.
mean to derail this again, but can you scroll down just a bit? There's something I just want to show. Keep going. Oh, it's a little bit of ways down. Sorry. Right there.
Whoop.
Sorry. The Arcanine with the SWAT team.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness. It's easy to forget just how big Arcanine is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Big
you can
puppo.
ride those fuckers.
Yeah, I'll say, you want a puppo the size of a horse? Here you go.
Yeah, his height's.
Who
Fact-
who
6 feet.
died, Rogan?
Some horses look small compared to that.
They're just Tibetan Mastiffs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, boy, that dog is as high up as I am.
Someone ate their Wheaties.
6 feet. Jesus Christ.
Poliwag.
Ooh,
That's
300
horrifying.
pounds. 300 pounds too. That is
You were telling
that
me
is some heft.
you tell me I weigh
Six?
more than an
Oh,
Arcanine?
Rogan.
6 because I can't get the fact that the swirl is supposed to be its intestines.
I
Really?
always forget that.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing because that would have... I didn't want that to lower it, which is good because just from appearance, it just looks like a
It's
squirrel.
great. It's cute. It looks just like a swirl, but it's its intestines, and I can never get that out of my brain.
Well, I
Romo.
guess it's so in your brain that it causes it to be a mental thing, so that is part of its appearance.
Yeah.
Poliwhirl.
Noirozo.
Its intestines flip the other way.
Yeah.
Its eyes turned around. That's what happened.
Noirozo.
I don't like him as much. 4.
Snowy loves the name.
I do.
Angry Poliwhirl.
Noirobon.
4 as well.
Oh, I liked him a lot because he's woke up towards violence.
Yep.
That's the only difference.
I like how Syrup, Sugar, and Vega all were like, yeah, same score for both of them because they're basically the same thing, just one got angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm working it up higher because I just like it.
Abra is a scaredy bab. Deserves all the head pats.
His name is
nine.
Casey. I
Yeah.
cannot get over that so much. His Japanese name is Casey.
Speaking of headbats.
But what did you give it, Syrup?
8.
8. Okay.
Or no, I said 9.
Oh, you gave it 9.
9.
Oh,
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, I'm giving it
yeah, I
9.
did not put up-
His
Kudubra.
baby.
Yeah,
Kadabra.
you have to give it head pats, but it's really hard because it keeps teleporting.
Exactly.
Younger. Young.
Casey.
Same.
Younger.
There's someone that's young. There's someone younger, and then there's younger.
You're younger, and then you're Casey.
Yeah, if you have 3 sisters, it's like this is my younger sister, and this is my younger sister.
And that's Casey.
And that's Casey.
Ambiguous.
7. He's like, I got a spoon, and this was like, I got 2 spoons.
No. He's
Yeah.
got 2 spoons.
I got 5.
He's got 2 spoons riding a motorcycle.
His Japanese name is Fude.
Invisible rotors.
Yeah,
The
it's
spoons on handlebars.
Yeah.
Yep.
The way he looks like he's riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
I
that's why
like
bank
it.
account is such a high point. Huh?
8. And I love that it's like the number of spoons directly relates to the power level.
Yes.
Yeah.
This guy, the mega. 5.
Look at my spoons.
5 spoons.
I don't know why I don't like how its feet are clenched.
It
Yeah,
is
no,
strange.
I don't like that either. 7 though.
I still really want a megaform with the giant spoon.
Yes.
And just doing this like
Comically large spoon.
yeah, and with the like the sideways grin. You know that meme, Syrup?
Mm-hmm.
The just one scoop, you say?
Just a spoonful.
Yeah.
Machop.
That boy needs some meat on his bones.
Wanriki.
He has the most meat on his bones of all of his evolutions, but yes.
4. He's okay.
I like Miyamachoke.
I thought when I was little, I thought he was turning into an alligator because of the snake. And
Yeah.
then we were heavily disappointed when he evolved again, and we're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Go Ricky.
No,
Go,
he
Rick.
just turned into a man with
Go.
4 arms.
Yep.
4 as well.
I gave him a 9.
I know you did, Snowy.
More combat.
Machamp.
Mortal Wombat.
Mortal Wombat. Thank you, Sam.
Now I
Uh,
kind of want a spoof of Mortal Kombat, but it's all adorable animals, just like
kinda
gently
rolling
shoving each
around.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, eh.
5 for Machamp.
Iriki.
Gigamax. Gigantamax.
Attack on Pokemon.
Ba-da-da.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I love how he's so tall, like the angry pink cloud that's supposed to be above the Pokemon is just at his belt.
Yeah.
I do like it though. 6.
There you go.
That reminds me of the remember that Pokemon that I was fighting that Mom saw, the Beware, and it's
Yeah.
Dynamax form, how it's
Oh.
so big that the camera can't even pan up all the way. It's like, where?
It gets to his nose and then slapped.
This is
Beware is
awesome.
great.
Where?
Beware.
He's a buyer.
Yeah.
Bar.
Madatsubomi.
4.
I love how it's the
I-
flower Pokemon.
I get what they were going for, but no.
I love the twiggy legs. I love the
I
twiggy
do.
legs. The frolicking
Bellsprout.
little twiggy legs.
Is that the Bean Pod
Bellsprout.
versus
Bellsprout.
from Plant vs Zombies?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, he is a pea shooter.
Yeah, yeah, it does look like Pea Shooter.
I don't feel like this one's safe for Twitch.
Yeah.
It's Sudan.
That's a pitcher plant.
Did you know that they are 3 feet? Syrup. Those are big plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3. No.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
And Victory Bell with the Utsu bot.
Utbot.
This one is better. I like this one a bit more. 6. I'm tired.
You're fine.
I'm quickly running out of steam now.
All
Aw.
good. You're almost caught up to us.
We're
Then you-
only getting
and
through
then you
probably
take
get through Gen 1, and then we'll stop.
Yeah. Then
That's
once we get to where we're at, we'll take a break so we're not doing it all at once.
7. 6. Just lightning round it.
Okay,
Yeah.
You dude 1.
7.
You dude 2.
Punchy rock.
Geotude.
You 2.
Geodude. 6.
Geodude and Geotude.
Graveler 1.
7.
Is this a fucking eye exam?
Graveler 2.
Number 1? Number 2? Number
Do you
1?
want a bigger picture?
Or number 2?
Yeah, bigger picture.
He does look different in that form.
Yeah. I like this one more actually.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Now, this one, such varying opinions on, but. Okay, so Golem 1.
Is boulder.
It's a
Yeah,
boulder
with a
lasers.
lizard head.
The boulder is ready.
I never really liked this design, so the 4.
And then look at Dad Golem. With the baby.
If it didn't have the thing on its back and it was just a boulder with that would be perfect.
No,
but
it's his taser.
It's the dad taser.
It's the Dad taser. It tasers you. It's electric.
You messing with my kid.
You better not be messing with my
I
kid.
will say 5 though.
It's the dazer.
It's the Dadzer.
Syrup almost died. How did Syrup almost die, Nixie?
What?
Apparently you almost died.
Shit. Do I need to open up your chat too, Vega?
Well, she didn't. No, my chat's dead, so there's nothing going on in my stream.
Yeah, but Nixie's there.
Nixie is there. All right, Ponyta.
Ponyta, good. Both are good.
Rogan is
Just
here.
9
though,
for
but
both.
9
and
for
9.5.
both. 9 to 9.5.
Look how close.
I mean, it's trans colors, okay?
See, I like it shiny. Real quick, let me go back. Both it and its Rapidash is shiny because they're
Mhm.
very similar to my colors. Look,
Of course.
it's yellow and seafoam green.
Uh-huh.
It's such an
I
adorable
love
toothpaste.
it.
It's
It does
okay.
look like it's adorable toothpaste.
It's okay, Nixie. I appreciate you being here. She
Yeah.
hardly got sleep. Yeah, that's understandable.
It's Pony Bunny. Yeah.
Pony
Okay.
Bunny.
Look how fancy.
Oh, I love it so much.
All right, Rapidash.
Its Japanese name's Gallop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they would.
I mean,
Regular Rapidash, 8.5.
I could.
Galarian Rapidash, 9.9.
9.9.
So close.
it's the Transicorn.
Yeah, it's the Transicorn.
Nixie, I do that on the regular. Like, I probably get only like somewhere between 4 and 6 hours of sleep most days.
And
Hey,
after
we
this,
caught up. We've caught
Yeah.
up.
yep, after
Yeah.
this, you will have caught up with us.
Okay.
I
so-
want original Slowpoke in Galarian Slowpoke pose.
Yes.
Just the flop.
Flop.
Now imagine it like going back and forth between that, like it's swimming forward because it doesn't want to walk. It just.
Just like slug crawling forward.
Not using its back
Dragging
legs at all.
along the floor. Original Slowpoke 9. Slowpoke with
with tan.
bald cap.
With forehead wrinkles.
Yeah, 7.
I always thought that it looked like the random got tan because it just was in the sun too long, and it was like, oh well.
She used
That is probably what they were going for.
to like 8 to 10. Yeah, 8 to 10 is like, oh my word.
God, what happened to it?
All right.
Now imagine it's slowly going forward, surrounded by roses, with unbreaking eye contact.
All right.
Infatuated
Oh,
slowpoke
Lord.
noises.
Snowy first.
Slow bro. Normal slow bro. I'm gonna have to give that a 7. I just like slow bro.
Yeah.
Yadoran.
I love all the slow. Fine.
Sugar.
What did I give Slowpoke?
I don't know.
You gave him
9.
9.
I gave
Yeah,
him a 9.
And Galarian, you gave 5, yes.
Okay. Slow Bro is a 9.1.
Alrighty.
It's just a slow poke with a shell.
And belly design. But
I give it a 7.
Sarah?
7 as well.
Alrighty. I give it a 9. Sugar forgot me again.
Well, I mean, she didn't start talking or anything like that, so I have to give her that.
It is because he's tall. I see where your fancy's like. I do like him tall.
It's Mega Man.
Yeah, it is Mega Man.
It's
It's
confused.
He really is.
What happened?
Why?
What is this?
What's
Why-
going
why
on?
did you- Pew, pew.
And I was left-handed.
Now how am I going to write?
Does this have a-
Hands, maybe? No.
It's
Does this have a
poison type? That's wonky. Huh.
Yeah, because it's Mega Man. It pews out from the shell.
Yep.
Anyway, Glitter's slow bro. I'm gonna have to give that a 9. I actually really like it.
I like it too.
9.05.
9.05.
I give it a.
Not quite as much as the original, but I do like it.
I give it an 8. Squirt, says Nixie.
It does have a hole in the tip of the shell.
Yep.
It does.
I'll
Yeah.
say 9.
Pew, 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 pew,
9?
pew, pew, pew.
Right now that it's.
I'll give it a 9.23.
So how slow pokes evolve is when a cloister clamps onto their tail.
Well,
They
a shelter
evolve.
normally,
A
but yeah.
shelter, yeah. So in this case, if its hand was in the water and the shelter or cloister attached to its arm, it would turn into this one.
Yeah, so we have tail, arms, and head. Now we just gotta have foot.
You forgot body.
Here's body.
Here's
Where it's sucked up by the cloister.
It's just being consumed.
This.
Look
Oh,
at it, like it's like
Please help. Please help.
please help.
I am food now, and I do not like it.
He's like, oh no.
Send help. Please send help.
Knuckles, oh no.
He's so distressed.
To be like this. I swear, like it wasn't supposed to be like this. No. I'm gonna give this thing a 10 out of pity.
Snowy.
9 for me.
It's really humorous. I'm gonna have to give it a 9.
I will also give it a 9.
Yeah.
Before we go on, I just want to scroll down just a little bit.
9.2.
I like this picture right there of the Galarian Slowbro just walking like about to kill someone.
Yeah, that's the Proto Man version of
I love that so much.
He's so ready to destroy.
Yeah, just look at this thing. Like, have you met my club hand? You're about to meet my club hand.
Does this look like the face of Mercy? Because I'm not sure.
But I'm going to say no.
No.
Magnemite, whose name is Coil.
Coil. Coil.
It doesn't have a coil on it!
Imagine being intimidated by a slow bro.
It'd be like one of those murderers where they just keep slowly walking towards you, and no matter how fast you run, they're still gaining on you.
Because you can't predict him, because even he doesn't know what he's gonna do.
Exactly. He might get up on you and give you a bar of chocolate. He might get up on you and murder not you, but the person next to you. You don't know.
Oh, it's Magnemite. 4. It's just ball.
With Magnet.
5.5. I always enjoyed Magnemite, but I wanted to screw in its head.
Yeah, it always looks like it's like tighten that a little.
Yeah. Maybe then you'll blink.
I'll give it a 6.
I'll also give it a 6.
5. It's very average to me.
Yeah.
What is that screw in his head? It's a screw.
Yeah.
Get a big old fucking
Yeah.
screwdriver.
It's
get your-
literally just a ball with 3 screws and 2 magnets.
and just because then it might be one of those toys to where like how you have to press a button to make it blink.
This is
They
one of the
just-
Pokemon whenever someone's like, anything after Gen 1 Pokemon isn't creative. I'm like,
Have you?
have you seen some of the Gen 1 Pokemon?
Yeah. No.
Look at Voltorb, it's a ball.
Oh.
Ball.
I like how Magneton is the rare coil.
The rare coil.
I love that Magneton is 3 Magnetites stuck together that have not gotten any smarter.
Yeah.
But also, there you go.
What?
Voice text chat.
Oh, what'd you put?
I can't switch right now because
I
I'm...
can't switch either.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling people to scroll, because I'm posting pictures in there too. I'm like, really, part of these people can't see them, so I'm just telling them to scroll down. They'll see the pictures I'm getting. Oh yeah, Magneton. I'll give it a 7.
5.5 because it's just 3 Magnemites.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I'll give it a 6.5.
Because it's literally just 3 Magnemites that all their asses have polarized together.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, no, the screws polarized because there are 2 screws in it, and now they're missing a screw.
They have to share like a screw amongst each other.
They're like electrons.
Yeah, if you scroll down a bit, though, apparently they can split.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, they can. Right there.
Oh, well, shit.
Magneton splitting into 3 Magnemite.
Oh my word.
So it can de-evolve? Weird.
Yeah, weird.
It's even more confusing than I thought. Okay, sir.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, we're going back. Ignore that.
I'll also give him a 7, because, yes. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't. Never mind.
What?
I was gonna send the picture into the, streams, chat thing, but,
Wow. Yeah.
I feel like giving it a 5.1 because it's like just more, but no. I actually like its design less than regular Magnemite.
That's fine.
Even though it's just Magnemite. So,
Understandable.
4.9. It went down a 0.1.
More Magnemite does not mean better Magnemite.
No.
I did influence, I did let the lore influence my choice there a little bit.
Far-fetched.
Kamoegi.
A Moeggy.
Kamoegi.
You want Moeggy or less eggy?
Far-fetched.
Plain old Farfetch'd.
Duck with a leak.
5.5.
6, because I think he is cute. But he needs to cook something with the leak.
I
No,
think.
no, he's just gonna bonk
Have-
people and dance with
Have
it.
you not seen his other? Anyway,
We're getting to it.
yeah, we're getting to it.
Not anytime soon.
No, I'll give it a 6. No. You don't understand, sir. We've determined that we're gonna do this once or twice a month, like every other week,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, but exactly, not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
it's Gen 8 that will get to its evolution, so...
6.
Okay, what did
I
you
like
say,
the
Vega?
bonky duck.
I think I said a 6.
Okay, I would say I didn't hear if you said anything.
No, that's all good.
I'd also give it a 6.
Next.
Okay.
It's a good duck.
Emo duck.
Emo
With
duck.
with
I
a
like-
giant leaf.
It's
I
Farfetch'd that has
Glenn
just
Farfetch'd.
it's like I am done with all of this.
Yeah. It's like
I'm
the
gonna
Shadow
give
the Hedgehog of leak or of sharing
While
ducks.
you made friends, I studied the
the
leak.
He just had to make sure he was on top of all the leaks for his new latest game. Anyway, 8 for me.
Spoiler, Farfetch.
7.
I really like the glaring Farfetch. He just has huge leak.
Yeah, no, I kind of have to agree. I'll give it a 6.5.
7.
6.6.
The duo. Which his name is Dodo.
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 Run away or early bird.
6.
Six.
It is just bird.
It's
Two
cute.
head.
6.
Is Cuber.
I'll give it a 6.
7.
5.6. It's cute, but
The trio. Which
His
is
Jap-
also
his-
the trio.
No, his Japanese name adds an extra O.
Oh, it does. It's Dodorio.
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 Dodorio. I just like the attitude of the 3-word. I'm gonna have to give it a 7.
I'm probably gonna have to give it a 7 too, because it reminds me of my favorite like kaiju, which is King Ghidorah.
Dora.
Yeah. I'll
And
give
so one of the heads is dumb.
I'll give it a 7.
I don't think one of the heads are dumb. I think one of the heads are done.
Done. This one.
Yep. 7.
According to the Stadium Pokedex entry, this has expressed joy, sorrow, and anger.
yeah,
Alright.
even though they're almost always all three angry in almost every media.
Yep.
It's like, where's that joy at?
With the nurse. She's over there.
But I
Ah.
gave it a 6.
All right, cool.
Steel.
Steel.
Aww.
Pow,
that.
pow, wow,
Hello.
pow, wow.
Powwow. Powwow.
Oh,
Powwow.
hello.
And how are you doing?
Look at my little dog
My-
mouth.
Seals us 5.
Go blow.
Seal's a
5.1?
Seals a file for me.
Huh?
5. Seal is a 5 for me.
Okay.
7. He's cute.
Gotta,
C-Pup.
gotta give it a 5.
6.5.
8.
8.
Dugong.
Dugong.
Ooh, gong, gong.
Yeah.
Dugong.
Dugong.
I just remember his calls always going gong, 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 gong after everything.
Dugong.
Do gong, 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 gong.
Dugong.
8. I actually like Dugong.
8.
He's so dopey.
Me? 7.5.
Gong.
I'll say 8.
So dopey.
7.5.
No.
It is shiny. It's just a creamy white.
Oh, this thing.
Grimer.
Bet better. Bet better.
Bet better?
Get bet better.
I'm sorry, I just see this Pokemon and then remember what Snuffy said about that.
Oh no.
Oh yes, I remember that. But you
Oh.
die. Grimer. 8.
2.
Interesting. Was not expecting that.
Grimer. He's stinky man.
Sugar?
I said 2.
Sugar said 2 really quickly.
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
It was so quick.
I heard 2. After when
believe-
she said it, I heard you.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
I,
you,
said, I can give it an 8. You.
It's like right after that, it's like A2.
Damn,
it was
you're
right.
so judgy. No, 2.
Okay.
I have to give it an 8.
5.
A fucking Alolan Grimer though.
I'm going
I don't
to
like
give it
Alolan
a
Grimer. Mm-mm.
7.
7. Alright.
Same.
Yeah.
Alolan Grimer
Whoa.
with its mustard mouth.
That's gonna be a hard pass on a 4 for me.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
that immediately drops down to a 3.
3 as well.
7.2.
Muck!
With its backwards.
Red Baton!
Baton!
Red Baton!
Bed baton.
Oh, that's right. Ash
Bed
had a Muck.
baton.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It kept smothering him.
Yeah. It adored Ash so much.
It loved him so much.
That's adorable.
But yeah, Muck. 8 again. 8.5.
3.
Give it an 8.
6.
I used to like Grimer more, but I love Muck now, so 8.
Muck.
Alolan Muck. I actually like this better.
Yes, agree.
I do
why
too.
That's why I went 8.5, because I'm actually gonna give Alolan Muck a 9.
For me, this is probably a 7. I enjoy this.
Gotta go with Snowy again on a 9.
8 here.
Granted, now with the knowledge of it being toxic that much means all that color means he's really, really toxic.
Yep.
8.6.
Alright,
pro-
cool.
It looks like when you do the nail polish art.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Wow.
Sheldon.
From the Potex entries for Moon.
Niggle
Whilst
what?
when it's unexpectedly quiet and friendly, if it's not fed any trash for a while, it will smash the trainer's furnishings and eat up the fragments.
Nice.
If you don't feed it, it will destroy your house.
Well, I
You should've
mean,
fed it. You should have fed your mug.
feed your Pokemon.
Yep. Okay, so shelter.
7. Yeah, it's Blep. That's about it.
Is what?
That's its entire personality. Today.
What? 7. 7's right. I
7.
agree.
7, yeah.
8. I like it.
It is
7.
Blep.
It is small and cute.
Oh, yeah.
And blip.
Blah, 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 blah.
The bad
Go,
shell.
go blah 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 blah.
The bad shell, yeah.
The
Or
bad-
or the Parshen.
The Parchet.
Parshen. Forgot it's ice type.
Oh geez, yeah, I forgot that too.
Kleister, it's 6.9.
Despite the implications of the way it looks, I'm gonna give it an 8.
It's based on a friggin' clam.
I know, but like where the
I mean,
this
You're
horn.
not,
this-
you're not. I actually went for the very obvious joke. It's 6.9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 6.7.
It's also just a ghastly stuck in the shell.
Yes, that is,
Yeah.
it really is.
That's part of why the design upsets me, right? Because it's like right next to it in the Pokedex,
That's
but they
it,
are
yes.
entirely different Pokemon.
Yeah.
5.5.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That realization actually made me drop it down to a 6.8.
Alright.
It was going to be a 7.2.
Ghastly.
Yeah, see, it's right here.
Goss. Goss.
It just has bigger eyes because it drank a lot of coffee.
I love its name.
Goss.
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 It's noiding out. It's like, man.
Mm. That hurt. Ghastly. 6.
6.
Love y'all to death, but this thing's a 9 for me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Ghastly is adorable.
8.
7.8. I do love Ghastly.
He's fun.
Haunter.
who's just Ghost.
Ghost.
Ghost. That means it went from ghost to ghost. Does that mean
Go-
Gengar will be
It was
ghosty?
Goss. It was Goss, and then he's added a T.
Yeah.
Ghost. And the next one's Ghosty.
Yeah.
Haunter's
Ghostess.
actually
Ghostess.
going to be an 9 for me. I really like Haunter.
8. I do like Haunter too.
I'll
8.
give it another 9.
I forgot Ash had a Haunter.
Uh-huh.
8.
That's right.
It also really liked him. It kept licking him.
A lot.
I like him all the time.
7.5.
Gengar.
Nope, Gengar's just Gengar.
Gengar's just Gengar.
Except-
Oh!
Oh!
It's
Oh, that's
time
right.
for forms.
I like Mega, not Gigantamax.
No, that's
Except-
I.
Yeah, I'm like, ah.
Dark.
Dark?
Dark.
Dark?
Dark.
It's dark.
Alright, so good guy.
So
Uh,
Gengar.
Gengar. Original Gengar. Very solid design. I'll give it a 7.
9.
9.
7.
You are adorable.
9.3.
You are adorable,
Dark
Dark.
is a 10.
Yes, I
Ooh.
agree.
It's like,
Again, it has way too much coffee. Look at that face.
It looks like it has so much mischief in its brain, and it's
It's-
so ready to do
I'll
it.
give
Oh,
it a
yeah.
No, we're not stopping it because it's the truth.
Yeah,
9,
it
9,
is.
9, 9, 9. 9.
Sugar.
9.2.
Give it a 10.
10.
5.
9.5 for the syrup.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I shall give it a 9.2.
Well, I'm hecking you with love, so there. Now this thing.
Its lore is that it gives you visions of what you wish the most so that it can lure you into its black hole of a mouth and thus erase you from existence.
Oh, yeah, an anglerfish. Okay.
I hate that. I don't want
Yeah.
anything to do with this.
Remember,
Oh,
people.
That's really
Remember-
pretty. Sorry, I was looking down for a second. The shiny Mega Gengar is like all white and purple.
Oh, that's
Pink,
cool.
white and pink. That's really nice. Anyway,
The Mega one?
The Mega one, yeah. Shiny Mega Gengar. If you go
The one
scroll
here.
down to minor ones we're done with here.
Yeah.
6.
4.
Like the image is kind of neat, but that's not me.
10.
He likes mouths.
3.
And no,
He likes mouths.
it's just me. Like, that's me right there.
It's like,
Feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
I relate to that so much.
What do you think? See you up?
3.
Understandable.
9.3.
Oh yeah, scroll down.
Hold on, let me grab and we go.
No, not far away. That works too. But I was talking about the anime picture that was of it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's so pretty.
No, I like
I like the white and pink.
Yeah.
Whoa.
it.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's very
Look at
pretty.
the eyes on the Gigantamax one.
Oh, yeah, it's evil.
Ooh.
That's so haunting.
Is
That's
that,
cool.
Nixie,
That's kinda-
Nixie, is
that's-
that a quote? Yeah, are we adding that as a quote?
Vega likes
Mega
mouth.
Alright.
You know, I first saw was the image up here. Go on a little bit more. Right there.
Oh, those ones.
Oh,
that's
it's so pretty.
It
Look at that.
is.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling down like, that's so good.
That's so me.
Oh, nope, I did it wrong.
Onyx.
I walk.
Rock.
I work.
I
It's like,
walk.
okay.
I work.
There we go. Quote number 17. Always.
Wait, Onyx. Onyx is just Rock Snake. I'll give it
Yeah.
a 6.
I always used to like Onyx's design, even though it was just a string of rocks.
Raw.
The fact that it was so big, it was like really intimidating, despite just being Rock Snake. So for that alone, I'll give it a 7.5.
That and it just roars.
It literally is just called a rock stick. Anyway,
And I love Steelix. I do.
It looks fun.
Ooh, pardon me. I'll give it 5.
6.
I will give it a 6.2. If I recall, isn't like Onyx weirdly light for its size or something?
Yes, I think it
We can
is.
check. What is his weight?
Right here. No, he's pretty heavy. He's 463 pounds.
Yeah, but he's 28 feet long. You'd think he'd be heavier.
And it's made of rock.
It's
It's
fair.
it's pebbles.
Apparently.
Pebbles.
They're hollow. You crack
There,
them
there are a
open,
lot of
like
Gen 1
candy.
Pokemon that they're...
I like Drowsy's name is Sleepy.
Aw.
I feel that.
He's so sleepy.
So sleepy.
I'm so sleepy.
That actually, the thing is, Drowsy's a 4.5. I've never been a big fan of Drowsy, honestly.
Yeah, 5.
I'll give it a 5.
4.
9.7.
Nice.
I love tapers.
Yeah, understandable.
That's fair.
Hypno is sleeper.
Sleep to sleep, or sleepy to sleeper.
I don't like how it has like the
God.
pervert eyes, like hee hee.
Oh.
No, there's all.
No, exactly.
It's not safe
No.
for twins.
No, exactly what we're talking about.
I'll say there's a couple lore entries that are kind of creepy with Hypno, but
Oh,
Yeah, that's reasonable.
only a couple, so.
But yeah, no Hypno. 5, just because I like his design more than Drowsy.
2.
That's about it.
Give it a 6.
3 because he's been ruined for me.
That's fair.
3, because I would give him a 2, but that's a wicked neck scarf.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's this one, like,
Behold, it is Crab.
there's this one Friday Night Funkin' creepypasta, and they do stuff with Drowsy, and it's like,
awful.
Jesus, it's
Uh,
awful.
What is Friday
Hypno.
Night Funkin'?
It's a rhythm game that was on Newgrounds.
Yeah.
Hypno gives good hugs.
Sure he does.
Sure. Crap.
It's only like waist high.
Because it's a crab.
I love that the Romaji is literally Kurabu.
Yeah.
I'm going to give Krabby an 8, just because I like it makes bubbles when it's upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the bubbles.
You said an
There,
8.
there are actual crabs that do that. Yeah.
I give it a 7.5.
I'll
So
give
it's
it an
cookie
8.
instead of a crab.
Yeah.
6 because it's just crab, but I do think it looks kind of cute.
Wait, sir, set a number?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear.
Yeah.
Kingler.
Yeah, all three,
Oh.
Hi.
all three of
Oh.
the S's gave 8. Oh, I didn't realize it had a...
We got to
Yes,
Max.
next.
Ooh.
These
I'm
bubbles.
There's bubbles, but
Wait,
they're
wait,
open off.
Let's see, Kingler. Yeah, I gotta give it a 9. I like it just because it was the first thing I remember having guillotine besides pincer.
Yeah.
And just the thought of that giant claw decapitating something is amazing.
Yeah, 9.
I'll
I
give it
enjoy
a,
crab.
give it an
Crab.
8.
7 for me. I don't like its hairdo.
Understandable.
It's King Neptune's crown.
I don't like its hairdo.
6.5.
I feel like it's hair.
6.5. All right. All right, Gigamax.
Wow.
Whoa.
That is.
It turns into a king grab!
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh my.
With Bubblebeard.
Bubblebeard! That sounds like a Digimon move.
It got so mad. It created a
It really did.
weird bubble.
Well, Ariel keeps leaving.
It's
It's the beard and the crown now. It is 100% King Triton from that old mermaid.
It is! But he like fusion danced with Sebastian.
Oh lord.
Fusion, huh? This is what you get.
Yeah.
I gotta give him a 10. I love this design so much.
9.5. I enjoy it.
I have to give it a 9. It is a good design.
9.5 as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this go up to an 8.
He-
That's a great crab.
He got a beard. Exactly, he got a beard.
You got that bear.
Is ball.
Is
Ball!
ball
Oh,
crab.
his,
Ball
his,
one?
his Japanese name. Biriri Tama. Biriri Tama.
Hey, look, regular Angie ball.
Now he's
Happy ball.
So
Yeah.
happy.
Happy ball.
Which means somewhere in the timeline between the original and this, the
What?
newer one and the original one, they became Angie.
no.
Because the newer one is set in the past.
Yeah.
So if we click on the picture for that one, when we're done. Oh well, never mind. So I think I know where it got angry.
Oh.
Because-
That's
well-
the whole.
No, so the
It's
bottom
so
is
important.
made of wood. Literally, it's a Pokeball, and literally because like in the new game you make the Pokeballs out of like the like acorns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It gets angry because it's made out of metal.
I like how it has a blowhole.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's supposed to be where its stem goes because it's supposed to look like the apricorns that you make the Pokeballs out of.
And then
Yeah.
like the Voltorb like that is a is a modern name. It's confirmed. Voltorb is literally a Pokeball that gains sentience.
The living Pokeball. Wow.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's literally what it is by this point.
But it's a 5 for both for me because it's just a ball with emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball with feeling.
I'm gonna give a 6 the top Voltorb, the first one, because he's angry. Because he's angry ball.
You like Angie.
Angie ball.
I'll give it a 5.
Regular Voltorb 5.
Um. 3.
Understandable.
It's so just generic.
Okay, and
Angie ball.
Happy one?
He's
Like
doing.
you see
Hisuian.
Voltorb, I gotta say his eyes kind of look like Guts Man.
Yeah.
Makes you think of
really
Mega
does.
Man.
Anyway,
Luca.
5.
Luca likes balls. I'm glad Luca likes balls.
Ball. I like balls too, but
Yeah, because
Me.
they're-
those are
I was going to say.
very angry balls.
I gotta give it a 5 as well.
6 for me.
I go up to a 5 now.
I'm about to say this is very much my baseline. This is my standard of just plain is meh. This
Yeah.
ball.
It
Ball.
makes the other one makes me think of Mega Man, and that makes me happy.
Electrocute.
Upside. No,
Maru
Alyssa
Ma-
was
Wow.
happy.
Wait. Electrode got happy, and then the Huan one got angry. What the
Yep.
hell?
Yep.
Again.
He's very angry too.
Oh, yeah.
he's extremely-
He's
But-
super mad.
Again, just 5s. 5s for me.
Yeah, 5s for me. I know Snowy's supposed to go first, but yeah, just 5s.
Yeah,
Just
5s.
5 for both.
Yeah.
All 5s?
Yeah, all 5s.
I'm going to give Electrode a 3.3 because it's happy. And
Luca gets a 10
oh.
out of 10.
Hisuian, just because it actually has texture and appearance to it, it looks like it's supposed to be something. 5.3.
I don't like how its
Understandable.
eyes emboss in.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, if it embossed out, it'd probably be even weirder looking.
very much so. Yeah, Luca does get a 10 out of 10. Alright, now we get to the weird one.
Eggs.
Tamatama.
Execute. Yes, the Tamatama.
Which are eggs, even though they're seeds, which
Hey,
is so
yep.
weird.
If they were an anime character, it'd be Tama. Tetsu.
That's
I was about to say.
Tama.
Execute. 5. It's fine.
4.
5.
I always feel bad for the cracked one because it's dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. 4.
Luca has no opinion for any of the other Pokemon, just the ball ones. Understandable.
1.9.
Yeah, nope, don't blame you, Jay. Don't blame you at all.
I want to know
I've-
how eggs turn into
Oh.
a.
Executor is nasty.
that thing.
I like a little one.
Yeah, the Alolan one is
Alolan makes me
great.
happy.
I just like the because that Japanese name is Nasty.
Nasty.
Yes.
Nasty.
That's nasty.
Nasty.
Oh no, it bends.
Yeah.
Oh no, it bends.
Oh,
Oh, it
what?
does,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, the
I'm
Alolan
looking at a
one.
picture in the anime where
Yeah.
it's bending over like a fucking giraffe.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If you
It can
scroll
do
down
that.
a bit,
Yeah.
Sugar.
Huh?
If you scroll down a bit.
We'd vote first, and then normally I go
Okay.
down.
All right, but yeah, no, normal executor. 7 because he looks like he's having a good time.
4.7.
I give it a 6.
5.5.
Okay, so what is it?
He's a cute tree.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Just bendy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like
But yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, sorry, Jay.
No.
every time. I would give regular Executor 7.8 because it's just a cute tree.
Yeah.
That tree.
He's so happy. And
It really is.
Yeah.
Then you have this one.
And he
with
really
a
is Executor.
long neck. I
And
like
tail.
colored.
like a long neck.
I'm glad they gave it a tail because it balances it out.
I'm give that a 9.
7.
I give it an 8.
9.
It gets only a 7 because I'm still miffed that this gets to be a dragon and Charizard doesn't.
Oh yeah.
That's fair. That is very
That
fair.
adds to the enjoyment for me.
It's a freaking dragon. Oh.
Cubone's Kara.
Kara.
Again, anime character. Kara.
Kara.
It is the lonely Pokemon.
Cubone is just one of my favorites. I just like Cubone a lot, so I'm gonna give that an
Cubone
8.
make me sad.
He's sad, but well, he's so happy in this one manga picture. I will show you when we get done.
I do love how, even though it's supposed to be a Marowak skull or something, it looks like an Aerodactyl fossil skull.
It
so
really does, yeah.
It looks nothing like a Marowak.
Yeah, Cubone get 8 because I think he's cute.
8.2.
Gotta give it a 10.
Fair enough.
In looks alone 8. In lore, way.
Wah.
Wah.
All right, but before
8.5.
we go, way down at scroll down a bit. Right there, you look so happy.
He is so
He
happy.
gives you Pokedex. He's so happy.
I love Happy Cubone. It's so
Happy
cute.
Cubone is great.
It makes me
But-
feel so good when they're happy.
Yeah.
Surprise, Dark.
Ooh.
Hi.
Ooh.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm only here for a bit.
Sarah, they're going to Dixie's going to bed, and they're coming up to hug you when you can.
No, I
No,
need to go up to hug them.
That one.
Alright, so taking a break, I guess.
Okay. Be right back.
We are not finishing 100. Oh, you do realize this is going to be one of your longer streams, and we get to 150.
Yeah. We might have to start going a
Yeah.
little faster.
Well, we don't have to do the first 150 tonight.
Remember, first gen is one of the longest gens
Yeah.
because most of the other generations are only 100. Meanwhile, I'm like, only 4 hours. I have plenty more time.
Not only that, but we are tackling some of the later gym stuff, with like the Alolan variants and then the Gigamaxes and stuff like that. So we've probably done almost 150, 120.
I
I
know
was
what
saying-
these words are.
I was just say, yeah, I actually still have Dark's thing over here if she wants to vote for anything at any point. But yeah, most of the like Alolan forms are almost all Gen 1. So a lot of the alternate forms are in Gen 1, so it is probably the longest that
Yep.
we'll spend on any of the generations.
Absolutely. Also, hi, Derek.
Hello.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I am getting sleepy.
Well, we can wait till Sarah gets back, or we could end. Because I'd totally be down to do this again another week. Like, absolutely. Like, this has actually been a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Like, not to make
I'm
it
having fun.
not to make it sound bad before we go any further, because I thought it would be interesting with this group of people in the first place. But this is actually really cool.
I'm glad.
Marowak's Japanese name is Gara Gara.
Garga!
Yeah.
Kura Kura Garga.
I do wonder what our totals are at so far for this gen. Oh, I went way too far.
I was about to say, you should have a number on your spreadsheet.
Yes. Why doesn't this show anything?
Because drugs.
Okay, I guess the total won't have an average until everything is done.
Oh, okay.
But there is our total. Let's see. Right now, the most generous point person is Vega.
Yes, I'm very generous. I actually am very okay with a lot of the Pokemon designs.
I am, except for a few which get really small numbers, which is probably what's throwing my numbers off.
Yeah, some of the later stuff, like I think some of the black and white ones, I will be like the ice cream ones. I thought was They're cute, but I probably won't give them anything higher than a 4. What's it called? But I like Pokemon. I really like Pokemon. I just don't get to play it as often as I want to. I collect the cards, so that's why I was just like, I guess that's why I'm more generous. Is like I am a Pokemon nerd. I'm not like deep into it like a whole bunch of other people, but like if someone's like, hey, we should play Pokemon, I'm like, all right, dope, let's go. Like I want to get Legends Arceus, but I just the time. What were you gonna say?
It's a pretty fun game, but oh shoot, what was I going to say?
Oh.
I don't know. I will say that our average points, are remarkably similar baseline. Because I mean, your average Vega at the highest is 7.38. 7.383893.
Nice.
And the lowest one is Syrup with 6.368456. So that's only a 1 point difference from the lowest and the highest.
Yeah, so yeah, okay. Dark, if you want to have your numbers thrown into the mix in case you're ever to join us again, you could just message Jay, be like, starting from Bulbasaur. You have to keep in mind that we did Mega Evolutions, like how that was the Aloha and stuff like that. If it showed up as a second form on this page, we did it.
With exception of
Pikachu.
With exception to Pikachu, we only did Gigamax because Pikachu has so much crap.
I will not be participating in this just because I am way too behind already, and I'm not going to be able to catch up.
You could do it with me during the day.
Potentially, but I do have to sleep at some point.
Well, I know that.
We'll see, maybe.
Okay.
Wiggle. I'm tired.
Me
Oh.
And you still have several more hours.
Yes, I do.
Uh,
I can't find any cases.
What do you mean?
I can't find any work to do.
Oh, one of those nights.
But there's still 133 cases left, and I can't find any.
So they exist, they're just not popping up.
No, they're popping up. I just don't know what the fuck to do to solve them.
Oh, that sucks. Just like can't help you, can't help you, can't help you.
Exactly.
Different department, can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Man, I can't believe we're doing this for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're at 120 by this point in time.
A little bit more.
Huh?
Probably some a little bit more because some of them also have different forms. Like Charizard has Charizard has
3.
4.
Yeah.
I would say we're at 105 by the dex number.
Uh-huh.
If we're going off of everything else, okay, because that's -2 there. Whoop, hold on. My thing popped all over the place. Let's see. Okay, off 2 of that. So we've done 149.
Oh, I was right the first time.
Plus, we redid it all of syrups too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we've done 100, almost 150 plus syrups. So we've done a fair bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Future streams I might be able to even do 2 gens at a time.
Yeah, because like they're high.
Oh.
How much longer do you think you're gonna go, Sugar?
I don't know.
Yeah, don't feel like you need to force yourself.
I know I can't go for very much longer.
Oh no.
I'm very sleepy.
Yeah, I was about to say Sugar's tired. So like, I mean, we can call it.
Okay, because I am tired.
I
I have no missiles to fire, but I am tired.
We need to put it somewhere where we're at.
Jay has a spreadsheet. He knows
Yeah.
exactly where we're at.
Okay, perfect. Sounds great.
Okay, this is staying on my desktop.
Oh, perfect. I can't wait till we do this again.
The same. Alright,
Yeah.
guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thanks so much for tuning in, and as always, I love and appreciate you all so very much, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Bye.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all coming in. Oh my, something crashed.
Wow, what timing.
I appreciate y'all coming in. I hope you had as much fun as I did. We'll be doing crosscode. I only fucking wish. We'll be doing Chrono Cross tomorrow. Have a
crosscode again.
yeah. I hope y'all have a great night, a wonderful day tomorrow, and as always, may the wind guide you on your journey. Good night, everybody.